Man, Bert the landlord says Bert the landlord says, I'm a baby. Hey man, welcome back. Man, we up, bro. We here bright and early on a Sunday. We here bright and early on a Sunday, man. Can you imagine?
Man, thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. Thank you, God, for waking me up this morning. Shout out to the clock for the great content.
Okay. Okay. You know what? We could think about that. I think they'll actually be better to gift a sub. Man, Rock Shaka says, I saw your video yesterday of you taking accountability for your past for your past. Thanks. That's very noble and bigly brother. I'm a supporter to the end, bro. Thank you, man, bro. Like like if you offend people, man, you feel me? Like the best thing, bro. It's so yo. Do you understand that I just woke up about 10 minutes ago? Like I woke up early, got the live set up, then went back to bed for some reason, and I don't know like what it was. I just woke up. Nah, but bro, you're 100% right, man. Listen, if you offend people, you got to apologize. You feel me? Like that's the best thing to do, right? Is you apologize and keep it pushing. Keith says, "What's good, peace? What's good, y'all? What's good, man? Free star from man. Stop it, bro. Fan, listen, yo. I hope Sydney Star gets life, man. Like that nonsense she did was, oh my god, it was, bruh. Yo, if you actually like read the full story, if you read the full story and actually hear like exactly like what happens, bro. It's like it's some trifling stuff. But we're here today. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the interview yet. Maybe y'all have, man. Maybe y'all. Oh man, shout out to Wymia, man. They sent 2 gifts. Man, shout out to Chopper Trains. He sent and Uncle Alert. Shout out to Matt Knows Music, man. He sent a gold trophy. Hey, Matt, I appreciate you, man. Shout out to Matt. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this my boy, Matt? Wait, hold on. Is this my boy, man? Is this my boy, Matt? Let me see, man. Somebody said. Matt, no, I think that's my boy Matt, man. I think, wait, is that Matt? Yeah. Yeah, man, that's my guy Matt, man. Shout out to Matt, man. And big shout out, man. And big shout out to big homie TY, man, for upgrading the membership. Bro, you upgraded it right afterwards. Damn. Man, shout out to you, man. Let's get to it. Someone says, Flacco, you got videos for Glasses Malone? Nah, that's my guy. Bro, Glasses is my guy, man. Okay, like I like Glasses, man. The chair is an understatement. Somebody says you bald. No, I'm not bald, bro. I'm not bald. Okay. My hairline just not, like fully shaped up yet, but I'm not bald, brother. All right, I'm not bald. No, at least not yet. I'm not bald yet. Okay. But have y'all seen Bart's lawyer interview with Chris Cuomo? That's what we'll be getting into today. Okay. Let's get to it. So this is an hour long, by the way, but we'll get through it. Man, shout out to Ayo Sia, man. He says, good morning, Unc. Bro, good morning, Sia. Milan says, much love from the DR. Man, shout out to you, man. Much love from the DR, man. Shout out to you, man. So let's go. All right, perfect. Somebody says, nah, your guy called you out on bootleg Kev. Bro, listen, man. Bro, I don't see critique or opinions as call outs, man. All right, I don't see it. Okay, but let's get to it, man. So, Bart Emerson's lawyer did an interview with Chris Cuomo speaking about this Nolan Wells situation. Now, Bart, if you guys don't know, Bart is the name you hear on the call, on the boat, where he says, damn it, Bart. That's Bart. That's the name. Damn it, Bart. Like, that's the name. All right? That's the name. Damn it, Bart. So apparently, ever since that audio dropped, because Bart is a current, he's like a college football player. He was like the 6th or 7th or 8th best punter in the nation, which means he has a chance to go to the NFL. So Bart ain't taking any chances, Bart. Right? Bart ain't taking any chances. Bart is not somebody who's about to sit here and risk his name being a part of this, okay? Bart wants to go to the NFL. So what we've seen from Bart since, Bart has retained an attorney. Bart has given the law enforcement 20 names of quote-unquote witnesses. And now you have Bart attorney doing interviews to clear his name, which is, this is the first interview, to be honest, that I've seen from one of these people's like lawyers or attorneys, right? Like Warren did an interview himself. Tristan did it himself. But Bart lawyer did this interview, man. So let's get to it. So this is Bart's lawyer.
Counsel, thank you for joining us once again. And just to be clear with the audience, Russ Latino, real last name, Italian, sounds Latino. I thought it was a marketing ploy. He says no, but it works a lot of different ways. Counsel, thank you for taking the opportunity.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. All it literally means is somebody that speaks Latin, which, as you well know, originated in Rome. So it's a commoner's last name. Also happens to be the word associated with an entire ethnic group. So it's confusing.
It works a lot of different ways. Let's leave it as that. It's
Sure.
It's adaptable. So before we go broad, let's go narrow. Is there anything new in terms of your client and your pursuits?
No, I mean, look, we're monitoring the things that are being said across social media. I think in the next week, there'll be additional activity around some of the accounts that have sort of driven some of the most, what we believe are egregious narratives around my client. I think the reality is.
Hold on. Is that an announcement of a lawsuit within a week? Well, not a lawsuit, but what do you guys think he means by activity? Like, it could be a cease and desist, but fam, like these YouTubers and content creators ain't like a cease and desist will help, right? A cease and desist will help, but I don't think a cease and desist is gonna stop any of these fam. A cease and desist to content creators who are on TikTok, who are on YouTube, who are on, let's say, Twitter or like Instagram, like the other lady, I think like Kimber Ali, like who's on Instagram. Man, listen, man, a cease and desist ain't gonna stop. It's not gonna stop Kimber Ali. It's not gonna stop a lot of these people. You know why? Because what are you gonna take from them? What are you gonna take from them? I think they will actually have to go the full way, but then in that regard, you will have to go up against like what, 100 content creators? Cause I could say, yo, they could probably sue 1 or 2 and then send a message, but I don't think that will send a message, bro. I don't think that will send a message, bro. To be honest, yo, if you sue 1 or 2, all that would do is embolden the other ones to make more videos about you. The cease and desist will be more content for them. So that's already out the window. Don't even worry. Don't even bother. The cease and desist is gonna be content. You send Kimber Ali a cease and desist, is gonna be on Instagram for everybody to see. You send a content creator a cease and desist, is gonna be on YouTube Live, on Instagram Live for everybody to see. They're gonna dissect each and every word. You might as well go through with the lawsuit. But when you go through with the lawsuit, the problem here is not gonna do. If you secure an injunctive relief, right? If you secure an injunctive relief on, let's say, 1 or 2 content creators, that's just gonna leave room for other content creators to do what they gotta do. It's really that simple, right? Right? It's just gonna leave room for other content creators to do what they want to do. It's just that simple, bro. Like, that's not gonna stop these people from doing what they. So it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money, bro. If I'm y'all, Again, humble advice. If I'm y'all, let it play out. Let it play out. It's really that simple. Let it play out. Let the court happen. Let the investigation happen. And if the police come out at the end of the investigation and says, yo, Bart is 100% exonerated and innocent, that will be what you need. Not these witch hunts against random content creators that you are not going to benefit from, nor can you silence the narrative because you have 1,000 content creators. You about to sue every one of them? Like, y'all rich, but y'all ain't that rich, bruh. Y'all rich, but y'all ain't that rich, homie.
I think the reality is that the internet is fickle. And so at some level, as other people insert themselves or other names come out, the internet has a way of rotating between people. And they're assigning different people culpability based on the day.
So, to review, your client was there that day, was not an intimate, was not part of the group that has been framed as being with, framed meaning pictured with Nolan Wells. He was on the boat. He was heard. He was witnessed assisting his buddies who had a problem with.
Yo, he got a problem with words like heard and witnessed. You see his face? He got a major problem with witnessed.
Assisting his buddies who had a problem with water getting into their boat. They called CETO during that call. There is now a version of the call that seems to depict a chaotic scene happening at the same time as the caller's calm kind of pro forma phone call with CETO, which is an assistance service for boaters, about him taking on water. Your client wound up fixing that problem for them. But first, what has been alleged by these accounts that you are monitoring about the involvement of your client?
This is important because now we'll figure out who exactly is getting sued. So what's the defamation here?
Yeah, so let me back up and just clarify when we say the boat, that could be confusing to some people. I mean, there were hundreds of boats that were out near Horn Island that day, hundreds of people that were out on Horn Island that day celebrating the 4th of July.
So Bart was not on the boat?
Within a sort of confederacy of friends, there were 3 boats that went out. One of them was piloted by my client, who piloted the boat out and then back to his house. At no point was Nolan Wells, the young man who tragically lost his life, on my client's boat. Around 4:30 that afternoon, one of the boats experienced some problems with its bilge pump and started taking on water. One of the individuals on that boat called my client and asked for help.
Thank you, Feminine Game. I appreciate you. I love you.
In part by getting on the transom of the boat and helping to remove the plug at the back of the transom of that boat. For people that don't boat, that may not make, that may not be something they understand. But literally, they were just opening up a hole so water would drain out, is the short way of saying this. And then my client got back on the boat that he was piloting and towed the other vessel for a short distance, allowing that water to run off.
You guys know I'm always looking for simple things that can help me stay on top of my game.
Bruh, these people are shameless, man. Bruh, listen, brother, they got ads in the middle of it. Cool. But here's my thing, though. If that's the case, right? If that's the case, if Bart was somebody who simply, he hopped on, like very briefly, helped them out, then hopped on his boat and left and didn't witness anything, then that's going to play out. You don't need to go down this witch hunt. You don't need to. However, because Bart hopped on that boat at any point, whether it was a second, it was a millisecond, whether it was a minute or 2 minutes, because Bart hopped on that boat for any moment, Bart is a suspect. And that's just something, he got to live with until this investigation is over with. He's a suspect.
About his depth. This is completely irrelevant to the events surrounding Nolan Wells, except for this. If Brad, in quotes, or Bart, in quotes, or Billy in quotes, because your client is referred to by multiple different names, not by you, not by him, but by people on the internet.
Sure.
If he was not killing Nolan Wells, what else was he doing? This is what we understand. Why would you pull the plug out of a boat? Wouldn't that make it sink? No, depends on the configuration.
You see, yo, I hate interviews like this. And here's why I hate these type of interviews, right? Chris Cuomo have seemingly already made up his mind. That's what I don't like. Chris Cuomo has already seemingly made up his mind. You hear this? So how he's conducting the interview, he has seemingly already like made up his mind. He's no longer inquiring. He's no longer asking. He is now giving his opinion on how Bart is 100% innocent and how all these conspiracy theorists are dumb. Nancy Grace don't do this. Nancy Grace will ask you the question and have you give your explanation and then have the people make up their mind. Chris Cuomo, for some reason, is implementing himself within the story, and he's now granting passage for the attorney before even getting to the question. So now we already know what this interview is. You're running PR. You are now trying to tell the people, hey, these folks is innocent. I'm stamping it. So then why are you interviewing him, right? Like, what's the hour plus about? You already let us know what's up.
Of the hull and the placement of the plug, because sometimes, especially with smaller boats, if they're taking on water, let's say from 20 people drinking beers sitting on the back of it at a party, it can overwhelm a bilge pump that is old, not properly maintained, or has a float switch that gets stuck. And any of those things can happen and you are in a bad position. However, if you know what you're doing, you can pull the plug and then drag the boat so that it goes fast enough that it rises above the level of where the hole is. So instead of allowing water to come in, it allows water to drain out. And then you put the plug back in nice and quick, and you don't have water in the boat anymore, but you do have to address the bilge pump, which you do at a later time. That is an operation that a lot of boaters know, a lot of boaters can do, and that is the involvement that you are saying, counsel, your client had on that boat as it was leaving.
Yeah, that's correct. And the end result.
Are you impressed that I nailed it, by the way? Are you impressed that
yeah,
I
I
nailed
want to know
it?
who you've been talking to. Are you a boater?
I am a Coast Guard captain, certified, and I have been talking to all of these different people and families and people close to the investigation. And a lot of this is new vocabulary, new vernacular. A lot of people see this story very one-dimensional. Mississippi, racist, one black kid, a lot of white kids, the system protecting, and none of this boating stuff makes sense. The boat wasn't sinking. That's a lie to cover a murder. I understand boating differently. I understand investigating differently. I know the operation you're talking about. It is absolutely plausible that this is what was going on. And there are multiple witnesses who say this is exactly what they witnessed going on.
Yo, these are like micro things that don't even matter in the grand scheme of things, right? The things that matter here is, was Nolan Wells murdered by this group of friends, or was Nolan Wells murdered by another person on the island? To me, that's what we're trying to figure out, right? Was he murdered by somebody on the island, or was he murdered by this group of friends? The boat plug, removing the plug and trying to end it back off and get it back and change off, that has nothing to do with anything. That has nothing to do with anything. Was he trying to get the pimp with the plug, man, hey, bruh. Did an altercation happen that caused Nolan Wells' life? That's the only thing I care about. Did an altercation happen that caused Nolan Wells' life? If it did happen, then y'all need to fess up and explain what happened. If it didn't happen, then the investigation will play out. All this, oh my God, he actually put the plug on the water and the water raised it up and it was able to glide and the tow came in. Man, hey man, we don't know about boats, nor do we care. Did an altercation happen that led to Nolan Wells losing his life?
And let's be very clear about the multiple witnesses, because I think there have been some narratives set based on pictures that are not accurate. So very early on, the narrative that was set was we had one picture with Nolan and three friends that are white on the back of a boat. And I think a lot of people developed the thought, okay, four friends went out on a boat together.
3 came back.
Only 3 came back, and they went to some desolate place. The reality is they went to a place with hundreds of people. There were way more than 4 friends. It was a mixed race group. So it wasn't just that Nolan was the only black friend in the group.
Which explains some of the pictures out there of mostly white party goers with a black guy, and they just assume if it's a black guy, it must be Nolan. He was the only one. The pictures are not accurate. They're not even, some of them are not even from that day. And you're saying that your client says Nolan was not the only black guy.
Well, I don't know that my client is saying that. I think a lot of witnesses are saying that. I think Trayston Shepard.
Fair, listen, man. If your example of a black guy is Trayston, aka my black side of the family like never liked me, my white side is all I know. If this is your example of a black guy on that island, man, hey man, good luck, man. Good luck, man. Hey. Good luck, bruh. If that's your good luck, man. You feel me? If this is your example, then good luck, brother. Good luck, okay? Good luck. Good luck. But I don't think anybody thinks that Nolan Wells was the only, and by only, I mean numero uno, black guy on an island of 2,000 people. That's absurd. Nobody thinks that. But rather it was 1, or rather it was 4. Do it really matter? 4 out of 2,000 is less than 1/4 of 1%. But was Nolan one of, if not the only black guy in his group of friends? Yes, right? Like, wasn't he, right? Tristan don't count. Tristan don't count. So if Nolan was, cause Tristan said what? Tristan says, yo, the friend group was 1 Hispanic who looks white, Nolan, Tristan, the quote unquote other black guy, the mixed guy, and Asian, and then all white people. So the Hispanic Tristan and Nolan was supposed to represent the minorities, but come on, bro. So if Nolan was the only black guy or one of 2 black guys with his friend group, then why are you trying to discredit that or label that as a lie by claiming, yo, there were actually like 3 other black guys on an island of 2,000 people? Yeah, so what? Who cares? Like that's like that means nothing.
Black has said that he was out there. I think Javon Williams, who is black, has said that he was out there as part of that group. And look, I want to be very careful not to name people who haven't already inserted themselves by talking to media, because this is a witch hunt. I mean, at this point, any name that comes out, people assume that person is a new culpable suspect. But both of those gentlemen have chosen.
To be fair, the only person who's been able to dodge and escape accountability here, or not even dodge and escape accountability, because not accountability, but the only person who's been able to really like dodge and escape, for the most part, backlash is Katie, right? Like Katie's name has came up, but Katie, for the most part, has received like almost relatively no backlash at all. So not everybody's name who comes up. Javon's name have came up. Javon has received relatively 0 backlash, right? Tristan, he put himself in this situation. Nobody cared about Tristan, whatever his name was. So I don't think that's true. Like, I don't think it's a witch hunt. I do think people, for the most part, all right, have somewhat decent like discernment, and they're able to kind of like distinguish between somebody who was just present and somebody who may have been involved, right? Like, for example, Katie has avoided all backlash.
To talk about what happened while they were out there, and to make the point that Nolan was in fact not the only black friend in that group.
Understood.
I say all that to say that there have been narratives set throughout this discussion that are false narratives. and that
Okay.
have allowed people to develop a perception of what Horn Island would have looked like or what Nolan would have experienced that is in no way accurate.
Understood. Why you're proffering that, and consistent with what I understand of the investigation. Now, have to say, frustrating. The unknown is very powerful as a narrative device, especially
Okay.
within the true crime space, maybe
Yeah.
uniquely so. The investigators, since the initial, what I say, in my opinion, was the wrong way to come out of the box in this situation, after that, they have said almost nothing because it's all being presented to a grand jury. That level of secrecy is rare, but is righteous. That's how it should be until the grand jury figures out whether it's going to hand up an indictment or not. And then the investigators have more of a clear path, as do anybody who wants a FOIA request or to get more information.
But what's the excuse for not even telling his mama about the autopsy? Like, what's the excuse there? Right? Because shouldn't your mama know?
So that is a semi-secretive proceeding. The fact that nothing's coming out is not necessarily suspicious. The early indication, I think, triggered a lot of people. I think, right?
Of course it's suspicious, because if you do an autopsy and you got the cause of death, shouldn't you at least tell his mama what the cause of death is? They haven't even told his mama the results of the autopsy. That alone to me is just foul. Like, why wouldn't you tell the mama his cause of death?
Rightly so, especially Nolan Wells' family. But that's my opinion. I put it to the side. Germane to your case or your concern, that conversation from the sweetened audio where there's one voice calling Cito, I have an account, we've got a little problem. Kid doesn't sound panicked, is very pro forma, saying he has an account because they charge you different things if you have an account or if you don't. And then there is a background conversation which sounds terrible. Sounds like there's blaming and about Nolan waking up, and Nolan may well be there by the nature of this conversation.
Cito Assistance, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
Oh.
Now, I wonder how he will talk himself through this. Now, here's the thing. Here's where you're about to figure out, Chris Cuomo is a piece of work. Chris Cuomo and his team, they put up the graphics and the transcripts where they're literally transcribing what took place. All right? They're literally transcribing what took place. They are literally transcribing what they heard. Chris Cuomo, I can almost guarantee, I haven't seen this yet, I can almost guarantee he's about to downplay this audio as if they did not transcribe what they heard.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, how far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like, we're going down now.
What is your position on the veracity of that sweetened audio?
So let me address a few things that you said there, and then I certainly will address the audio.
Okay.
There were more than 20 people between those two boats that witnessed what happened between those two boats that were on those vessels. There are, in fact, pictures of who was on those vessels, video of who was on those vessels. There were also a lot of people that were in the water. Like, when we're talking about the aid that my client provided to the distressed vessel, it wasn't way out in the water. It literally was while they were still anchored next to Horn Island. So you're talking about dozens of people that saw what happened there.
Which makes sense because an experienced boater, which these kids are, they go to the island all the time, they fish all the time, they're around boats. You don't take off if you're taking on water. You try to figure out what it is and what to do about it before you leave.
Bruh, he's so greasy and slimy, bruh. Go listen to Chris Cuomo interview with Nolan Wells' mama, and you realize, bruh, his tone is entirely different. His tone right now is these people are bat-ish crazy. These people are conspiracy theorists. But when it comes to interviewing like Nolan Wells' mama, bro was damn near sounding like Poetic Flacco. But now he's completely against the theories.
If you're taking on water. you try to figure out what it is and what to do about it before you leave. I mean, I've been in exactly
Gross.
that position. It makes
Well-
sense that it would have happened while they were still stationed.
Okay.
So and so let's also, as we talk about the audio, acknowledge what you said about why investigations stay quiet the way that they do.
Okay.
Because I actually think the audio is a great example of why investigations stay quiet.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that audio gets released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. A version of it, it's not clear that that was the original audio. And
What?
then people take it.
Y'all not gonna play this game with us, man. Y'all not gonna play this game. Y'all not gonna play this game with us, bro. Y'all just not gonna play this game with us, bro. Y'all are not gonna play this game with us, bro. Y'all just not. Y'all not gonna play this game with us, bro. The version of the audio was released via TMZ. TMZ released the audio. TMZ released the audio. The version of the audio was released by TMZ. So what do you mean? What are you talking about here? What are you talking about here? You see how they never just address the audio? They always try to have a caveat of, well, I don't know for sure if it's real or not. What do you mean you don't know for sure if it's real or not? So TMZ dropped fake audio? So the Marines drop fake audio. Nancy Grace grabbed the same audio directly from the source and they enhanced it themselves. How come they never just address the audio? They always try to add this caveat that does not exist.
That audio gets released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. A version of it, it's not clear that that was the original audio. And then people take it and try and pick it apart. So you have mentioned enhanced audio and different things that people have heard. It's worth noting that there's been more than one source of quote unquote enhanced audio. That audio appears in different lengths.
Oh my God.
That different forensic experts have said that there are quote unquote artifacts that were added to the enhanced audio.
Nobody has said that, bro. Fam, listen, bro. So he's referring to, by the way, right? He's referring to the black lady who claims that she used like certain things to enhance it more and make it more clear. But that's a cop-out. Because, it's not hard to enhance it. Some people like Nancy Grace, TMZ, and other YouTubers, right? And other YouTubers, what they did was they just went ahead and just increased the volume. That's it. And when they increased the volume, that's it. It was the same result as the first audio. They trying to play games and semantics with
That
this.
music was removed from the enhanced audio. And so all of those things should create a degree of skepticism. The other thing that I would say is that if you listen to even the enhanced audio, and News Nation had a guy on recently, Robert Freed, who talked about this, who is an audio expert.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen to it without the transcript that some people have put on top of it, even the enhanced audio is garbled mess. And so what I would say is, you probably are aware of this. There's all sorts of scientific research on this about the way the human brain processes and offers preference to certain types of input. There's a visual input preference over an auditory input preference.
This dude is a rookie attorney because he don't even understand. Bruh, we reviewed this audio on this channel. We reviewed that audio on this channel here without the transcripts, without the words. We reviewed that audio on this channel without the transcript and without the words, just the audio, and we heard the exact same thing. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Steven says it's 100% fake. How? How? Nancy Grace got it directly from the source and she enhanced it. TMZ enhanced it. That audio is the one piece of information they don't want to get to. They don't want to get to that. That audio is the one piece of information they never have an answer for, which is why I've taken the approach of, bro, I'm done answering their questions. Like, I'm done playing mental gymnastics with them. I'm not answering these folks' questions. I'm not about to give my analysis of certain things that they believe help their case until they address that audio. And an adequate response for that audio cannot be, well, we don't know what it is. Well, if it is that, well, the transcript actually gives people bias. Nah, bro, we heard the audio before the transcripts, bro. And that audio sounded clear as day to even me. And I was listening through these. Man, stop it, man.
Experiment done around this, Chris, where two groups of people were put into separate rooms with a noise that didn't say anything. And they were told, one group was said that the noise was the word green needle or words green needle, and the other was told that it was the word brainstorm. And they got put back together, and they both swore vehemently that they had heard either green needle or brainstorm because they had that visual cue.
What does this have to do with the price of tea in China?
So I think there's a reason that reputable outlets have chosen not to run enhanced audio.
So TMZ and Nancy Grace are not reputable.
Because if you're a reputable outlet, you try to figure out who put this together. Did they start with the original so that we know it wasn't corrupted from the beginning?
Yeah.
Is there evidence of corruption that we can detect? Are the links the same? Mm-hmm. Does that person have bias? These are the questions you'd want to know before you put something in front of people with a written transcript that tells them what they should be hearing and then allow it to mislead people. We put zero stock in enhanced audio, quote unquote, enhanced audio. And I think that there's a reason that reputable outlets and candidly a lot of reputable audio experts are saying that people shouldn't either.
Listen, I haven't heard that from nobody. Not one person. Also, too, why didn't he ever address Dammit Bart? So Dammit Bart was like what? So Dammit Bart was just our imagination. You didn't hear Dammit Bart either, huh?
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it isn't. I've seen multiple versions. The one that is getting the most traction is a black female who seems to be well-versed in audio editing, and she goes...
Wait, why did her race matter? Hold on. Why did her race matter? These folks are slick. Ain't they the ones who told us that race don't matter? Why do her race matter? You say black female or black woman, you said that to create a bias towards the audio. You say that so folks can automatically dismiss the audio as just, well, man, black folks is just sticking together. Man, stop it, bruh.
Else, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it isn't. I've seen multiple versions. The one that is getting the most traction is a black female who seems to be well-versed in audio editing.
Love you too, Rod and Roll.
She goes into great detail of what she did, and then it has this background conversation. I have used sweetened audio or audio sweeteners, not just for simple editing purposes here, because obviously my voice is near perfect, but in making things clearer in audio. For example, there is an infamous / famous recording of one-time Trump attorney / bagman / confidant Michael Cohen having a conversation with then citizen Donald Trump about certain payments to certain women. And we used audio sweetening to bring out the voices. It can be done. It can be done forensically. It can be done well. Here is the good news. It doesn't matter about anything that I'm saying, or frankly, counsel is saying up until this point. Does your client say he was part of a conversation on that boat about what was done to Nolan Wells and what kind of situation Nolan Wells was in?
That's an odd conversation. Okay, so that's an odd question to ask, especially when they skipped. Okay, so they deliberately skipped over They skipped over the damn it Bart line. Mind you, Chris Cuomo allowed this man to simply rely on, well, the audio can't be trusted. Well, we don't know. Well, there's no representation. Bro, TMZ, Nancy Grace, among other outlets, they play that audio. Bro, NBC played that audio, right? NBC played that exact same audio. NBC played that audio. So Chris Cuomo allowed him to fall back on that and not really address the audio completely. He never asked him about damn it Bart. He then phrased the question, right? He then phrased the question or changed the question up to, hey, it should have been, well, did you hear damn it Bart? Well, was damn it Bart on that, was damn it Bart real? Did you ask your client, did they really say damn it Bart on that boat? But he didn't ask about damn it Bart. He then switched it up to, well, did Bart have a conversation about somebody killing Nolan on the boat? Man, all right, bruh. Yeah, bruh. You expect for his attorney to say, oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, of course, Bart. Yeah, of course. Bart talked about killing Nolan on that. Bro, what type of journalism is Chris Cuomo doing here, bro? This is, oh my God.
No, I mean, we have been vehement that Nolan Wells was never on my client's boat, that my client never saw Nolan Wells on anybody else's boat.
Okay.
That my client has no idea the circumstances that led to Nolan Wells' death, that he did not cause or contribute to the circumstances that led to Nolan Wells' death. And look, the family has also been very clear that they understand the tremendous grief.
Peep how he never answered the question. Chris Cuomo asked him a direct question. Peep how he never answered the question. I'll rewind again.
We have been vehement that Nolan Wells was never on my.
Let's hear Chris Cuomo question. Peep how he never answered the question.
Until this point, does your client say he was part of a conversation on that boat about what was done to Nolan Wells and what kind of situation Nolan Wells was in?
No, I mean, we have been vehement that Nolan Wells was never on my client's boat, that my client never saw Nolan Wells on anybody else's boat.
That's not the question. The question here is, did your client have a conversation about Nolan Wells while on the boat? He's about to answer everything but that particular question. Watch this.
That my client has no idea the circumstances that led to Nolan Wells' death, that he did not cause or contribute to the circumstances that led to Nolan Wells' death.
Cool. Did your client have a conversation about Nolan Wells on that boat?
Death. And look, the family has also been very clear that they understand the tremendous grief that Nolan Wells' parents are experiencing, that the Ocean Springs community is experiencing, candidly, that his friends are experiencing. And they understand the demand for answers. They understand why this process has to be done thoroughly, why investigators have to turn over every rock. And to that end, I would just tell you that certainly in the case of my client, and certainly in the case of some of these other young men, based on conversations that I've had, they cooperated fully with authorities from the very beginning of this process.
But you won't answer a simple question.
The only thing that my client and others have asked for is not to arrive at a verdict in a way that is pre-drawn, but instead to wait on facts and evidence before you convict someone in a court of public opinion, because the consequence of that is that you're ruining people's reputations.
But nobody has been convicted, though. Now, if y'all are taking like one or two like YouTubers or content creators and saying, yo, they said Bart killed Nolan, but for the most part, most people who have been doing some serious work, they've never said who killed Nolan. All they said was, that circumstance is suspicious. We heard what we heard on that audio. We heard Nolan, we heard, oh my God, Nolan, is he dead? We heard that on that audio, and you can't convince us we didn't hear what our ears heard. I don't think anybody I don't think anybody has said that Bart killed Nolan. So that's just a lie. But what I do know is Chris Cuomo asked you a very direct question. Did Bart have a conversation with them folks about the circumstance and well-being of Nolan? And you said what? You didn't even answer the question. You said everything under the sun but to answer. You avoided that question, and Chris Cuomo allowed you to avoid that question. That's a shame to me, man. That's a damn shame.
You're ruining people's reputations. The consequence of that is that you're subjecting people to actual physical threats and violence. And that's not the way that our system should work.
Has it slowed down? How is your client handling it?
I would tell you that, he's a 21-year-old, kid's the wrong word, because I know that's a grown man, but you can remember being 21.
He is a physically grown man. He is not an emotionally or cognitively grown man. I've got one at home. In fact, I've got two. One male, one female in that age range. I see them as children within the eyes of the law, obviously adults.
Right. And I'm not suggesting that's not true, but I am suggesting that you and I both remember what it was like to be 21. And this is devastating. Now, I will say to his credit, I think this would be devastating to somebody that's 45 or 60 to have these kind of accusations being bandied about without evidence. To his credit, he is an incredibly mature, candidly wise young man.
Well, this kind of situation makes you grow up fast. But just for the benefit of the audience, as a simple colloquy, you just stated there were multiple witnesses to attest to this one way or the other. Your client was not on a boat with Nolan Wells. He knew Nolan Wells. He was not with him. When your client got on the boat to help, Nolan Wells was not there. True?
That's correct.
Your client was not present when anything happened to Nolan Wells. Is that true?
Yes.
Your client was never part of a conversation where other people were panicked about what had happened to Nolan Wells.
That's correct.
And
why are they avoiding the damn it Bart though? The way they're asking this, they're asking these questions they're like asking these questions in like a fashion to where they're avoiding the damn it Bart. Why are they avoiding damn it Bart? Why are they avoiding damn it Bart? He's strategically going out of his way to ask these questions around damn it Bart. And to me, that's odd, right? Because if you have nothing to hide, just answer the question.
To Nolan Wells.
That's correct.
And no one saw your client with Nolan Wells while the boat was leaving.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not to my knowledge. I can tell you that he wasn't with him. Well,
So then it doesn't really matter what the sweetened audio says unless there was another guy with the same name as your client who was on that boat at a different time.
This is some disgusting stuff, bruh. This is Chris Cuomo is helping the lawyer do his job. Why is Cuomo helping the lawyer do his job? What are you talking? So Cuomo deliberately did not ask about damn it Bart. Ask all that question so he could arrive at, well, damn it Bart don't matter, right? Because why not ask him, why were they saying damn it Bart? Now again, I don't know if we can rely on the answer, but you should still ask the question, why did they say damn it Bart? Why not ask, why did you say damn it Bart? Oh my.
Other than that, because the CETO call is happening while he's there. So unless it's patched together from different moments, your suggestion is it cannot be accurate.
Yeah, I will just say again that my client had nothing to do with the death of Nolan Wells, has no knowledge of the circumstances of Nolan's death, and it was no way involved in covering up or concealing any information that would be relevant to investigators figuring out what happened to Nolan.
Have the investigators come back to your client?
He's talked to the investigators. I'm not sure what you mean by come back to him.
Like, have they had follow-up questions for him on more than one occasion after they asked for his initial statement and cooperation?
Yeah, I think he talked to different sets of investigators. And I want to be very careful that I don't insert my own speculation. But my appreciation is that he's talked to different sets of investigators. You know, as an example, the DMR form that shows that he was identified as one of the two boat owners, which has been misinterpreted by some people. He let DMR officers onto the boat to take the GPS and all of that. Those would be investigators that would be separate from the Jackson County Sheriff's Office.
Does your client remember the last time he saw Nolan Wells at the event? Obviously, he knew he was part of the group, even though he wasn't with him specifically because it was multiple people, multiple boats. Does he remember the last time he saw him there?
Yeah, what I would say on that is he has told me that he did see Nolan that day, but that they really didn't interact that day. One of the things to appreciate here is that my client is 21 years old. He did play football with Nolan Wells in high school, but he was 3 years older than Nolan. And so certainly my client would consider Nolan a friend, but it wasn't the same sort of level of relationship. They didn't go out there together that day.
Understood. There's also a suggestion that your client knew the woman being called Katie, who may have been with Nolan Wells, may have been his.
Now, this Katie stuff, what I tell y'all, when we discussed Katie, what I said was Bart may have known Katie, but the picture that's going around, like that picture was not of Katie. And I feel like we could have focused on Bart and Katie without labeling that picture as Katie, because what's happening now is this. He now has an out. He can simply say, huh? Well, they put up this picture of Bart and so-called Katie, and that was not Katie, and he don't even have to answer the yes or no question was, did Bart know Katie? Right? He can simply say, well, that picture, nah, come on now, that picture.
He didn't want to go home with the buddies who brought him.
Yeah, and so there have been a number of like just purely made up things, and this is one of the more egregious purely made up things. What happened in this instance, Chris, is that somebody literally went and pulled a picture of my client with a young lady that was several years old, and then misidentified the young lady as someone named Katie, who
I told y'all that, again, I told y'all that was not Katie.
According to other witnesses, Nolan was speaking to that day. The problem with this level of speculation, which has gone on to, essentially that my client had a relationship with this person named Katie, and it created jealousy that Nolan was speaking to her, and that is evidence of motive. The problem with that line of reasoning is that the person in the photograph upon which the entire theory is based is not in fact someone named Katie. And let me say this, because some news organizations have covered this point as if it's a he said, she said debate. Journalists are capable of actually figuring out who is in the photograph. There are people that they went to high school with who can tell you who's in the photograph. The young lady's mother can tell you who's in the photograph. The young lady can tell you who's in the photograph. We've chosen not to use her name because we don't want her to face the same ridiculous.
Yeah. I wouldn't have even focused on the photograph. Now, for the people who do believe that Bart and Katie apparently like knew each other or had a thing, I would have focused on this question. Did Bart see Katie on the island that day? Did Bart and Katie have a conversation on the island that day? That would be the question I focus on, right? Because when you ask questions like, hey, was Bart and Katie in a relationship? Well, they can say, nah, hell nah. But did Bart see Katie on the island that day? Did Bart and Katie have a conversation on the island that day? Right? But the picture itself, man, I don't know, man.
Level of scrutiny and craziness that's going on the internet. But this is not a he said, she said.
Okay.
This is a verifiable fact that the person in the photograph that's been used to create this crazy theory is
Yeah.
not someone named Katie.
Right.
Okay.
And it's also a fact that Bart had never met this person named Katie, had no relationship with this person named Katie. It's just literally people pulling things out of thin air.
That's the nature of clickbait. Sometimes it's well-intentioned. Sometimes it's curiosity. Sometimes it's cynicism. Most of the time, it's about clickbait for profit.
Okay.
And that's what works. That's what gets you the views. And you do not have the same kind of liability that I do at News Nation, or I do as a known entity, as a lot of these other people. There's not a lot of pockets to tap. There aren't corporations attached. And to that end, what we're seeing with you, Mr. Latino, is kind of the new normal, which is I'm going to hire an attorney if I'm Bart or his parents, and I'm going to go after the people who are going after me, put them on notice to cease and desist their disparaging and defamatory comments. And if they don't, I will sue them for the same. That has been your approach. Has it changed the disposition? I know one.
Okay, but my thing is this, right? So first off, the cease and desist is not going to work on people who has nothing to lose. Okay, like this case is probably all they have, right? They have nothing to lose. But is somebody guessing or assuming that girl in that picture is Katie? Does that rise to the level of defamation? If somebody says, you know what, yo, that girl in that picture of Bart, man, that looks like Katie. I think that's Katie. Does that rise to the level of defamation? Like, can they get money from people out of that? I don't know.
Account responded by saying basically, bring it on.
Cease and desist.
As if they
right?
were welcoming of that.
Or desist.
What is your assessment of the situation and in response to that?
Yeah, I would say that ultimately issues like this aren't going to get decided on Facebook, but in a court.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that same individual.
Hell no, he ain't talking about me, man. You better cut it out, man. Hell no, he ain't talking about me, man. You better cut it out, bro.
Did actually take down all of the posts related to my client.
And I can confirm.
While simultaneously inviting us to bring it on. I would also, not that it's
Wait, hold on. Sorry, I keep pausing. Oh, wait, Kimber Ali took it down? Nah. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Wait, Kimber Ali took down all. Nah. Nah. Let me pull this up real quick, man. Nah. Did Kimber Ali? Wait, hold on, bro. Kimber Ali took it. Wait. 1 second, man. 1 second, man. 1 second. Did Kimber Ali take it? Nah. No. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let me look real quick. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Nah, man. Nah. Kimber didn't do that, man. Nah, Kimber didn't do that, bro. Did Kimber take it down, guys? Wait. What's Kimber? Let's see. Kimber. Nah. Hold on. I can't even find Kimber's page. Yo, hold on, bruh. Hold on, bruh. So if you guys don't, okay, so if y'all don't know who Kimber Ali is, so Kimber Ali is the OF model who was talking about this Bart case. She's been one of like the most viral like short form creators talking about Bart, and she's the one they sent the cease and desist to. And when they sent it to her, we covered it because she essentially says, bring it on, I don't care, I ain't got nothing, I'm not stopping, bring it on. And apparently, after she wrote that, she went ahead and took down all the posts, so she conceded. Hold on, what? She scrubbed, oh my God. I didn't know this. I had no idea. Oh my God.
Us to bring it on. I would also, not that it's.
They took her Facebook page? Oh my God.
it's my job to give counsel to people who may be on the other side of us. But, those posts are going to be evidence. The post in which people talk about getting rich off of the fact that they're making defamatory comments end up as evidence.
Mm-hmm. Man.
And I would suggest that it's evidence that federal judges probably won't look too kindly upon.
Yeah.
Wait, who said they was getting rich? Oh, no, nah. Hold on, bro. Kimber, you might have been wilding, Kimber. I ain't gonna lie, Kimber. If you say you getting rich off this, Kimber, you was wilding, Kimber. I ain't gonna lie, Kimber. You wilding now.
Yeah. The impact on Bart, his life. How serious have the threats been? I know that there was a suggestion
that lady got scared, man. She got scared for real. She deactivated. Goddamn.
What have been the effects of the notoriety?
Okay.
Yeah, and so the answer is that his address was put out there. Pictures of his home were put out there. Land plats showing where to find the property relative to other property were put out there. That's doxing. That's all in violation of some of these platforms' terms of service. But candidly, some of these platforms are slow to act on those things. Look, we believe the consequence of that, and some of the things that have been put out there are the credible death threats that have been received both by my client and his family. I don't want to sensationalize those things because candidly, I don't want to invite other sickos into the fold, but they're real, and law enforcement has treated them as being real up to and including an arrest by the FBI on Friday.
And look, it is not a secret. The account, well, there are multiple accounts, but one of them is known as Kimbra Lee. And she has said that she stands by everything she says, but the posts and the content on that page has changed the last time I checked it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there have been things removed. There's also been additional.
Damn, Kimbra, they got you.
I think in the way that it's getting presented. We know who that person is. That is a pseudonym, but we know who that person is.
It is often a pseudonym.
Man, hold on, bro. Okay, here, bro. Let's go. So I look for her on Facebook, but let me go try to find her on let me go try to find her on Instagram, man. What's going on, Kimbra? Man, let's go to Kimbra's page real quick, man. What's going on with Kimbra, man? Yo, all the Nolan, hold on, man. Yo, the Bart posts have been removed. There's nothing. Oh, wait, hold on, bruh. Now, listen. Now, shout out to her because she is now talking about the Kendrick Johnson case. So shout out to her. But I'm not seeing nothing here about Bart. I'm not seeing nothing here about Bart. Oh, nah. Oh, man. Man, they got Kimbra, man. But Kimbra is posting about Kendrick. She is posting about Emmett Till, but it's too graphic to show, so I can't really show it. It's too graphic to show, so I can't really show it. Wait, hold on. Let's take a look right here. Here, okay, let's look. So people are apparently mad at her for stopping. Okay, so let's go. So people are apparently mad at her because she stopped talking about this. So here is her response to this.
I'm supposed to work for free, starve, get sued, lose sleep, not be able to afford to eat, continue being poor, give you my firstborn child. What do you fucking want from me, you fucking goofy, huh? I'm supposed to work for free, starve, get sued, lose sleep, not be able to afford to eat, continue being poor, give you my firstborn child. What do you fucking want from me?
Kimbra. Kimbra, oh my God.
Let me give this person promo because obviously. But let's see what they say. And there she goes. She says the quiet part out loud. She grifted off the death of a young man to make money and garner attention to her page.
Kimbra.
That she would have never had because definitely nobody's coming here for your music. Well, okay. So you're mad at me that I was trying to help and then they tried to sue me, but I flipped it and used fucking reverse psychology and used their fucking lawyer money to pay for my marketing. So you mad at me for that. By the way, I already had 100 million views on original comedy content before I even started talking about all this shit that it just so happens my legal credentials are able to help out with. So yeah. So you're mad at me that they tried to sue me and I flipped the script on the ass because I outsmarted them?
Kimbra.
Oh, my bad. What y'all want? Blood from me? We're not going to give this person promo because obviously.
Kimbra. Hey, man. Like, listen, bro. Kimbra, I would have loved that you did not do this, but here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing, okay? And I'll be honest here, okay? And here's the thing, okay? Now, Kimbra, I would have loved that you did not do this, but here's the thing, and here's what I'm going to say. If somebody ain't ready or willing to be a martyr, if they're not ready to die on the hill, then, hey, man, right, like, who am I to tell somebody to die on the hill, right? Because if it's a hill that she really did not believe in the first place, then who would I be to tell her to die on that hill? But that's man, Kimbra, bro, we had hopes for you, Kimbra. Man, Kimbra said, I'm not getting sued and going poor because of her. I'm not doing it.
Not a lot of people want to own what they put out online.
So let me say this on there are like three levels of analysis here, right? To us at least. There's who are the defamers that are just making up things wholesale, right? And then there's a more sophisticated layer of people that we think send signals, who maybe try to skirt defamation, but actively send signals that some of these folks who are a little bit off hinge pick up on and run with. And then I think there's a third level, and whether this is moral culpability or legal culpability, we'll find out maybe. But the platforms that allow for the proliferation of very sensational conduct, defamatory statements, but candidly that have a design that not only allow for that, but that push that and that create both a profit motive for the platforms, but candidly a profit motive for the people who are creating that content.
Hold on. Which tier do I fall in, guys? None, right?
It's all relevant.
No, I'm just
and of
playing,
course,
bro.
the shame is
I don't fall into that tier, bro.
This, on certain levels, doesn't make sense at this point, but that's because of all the layers that have been put on top of the unknown, in my assessment. Now, I am hearing from sources that I will protect close to the investigation.
Like who?
That
who
the investigators do have more information from their autopsy, not the autopsy, the secondary one that was done by the family and their agents and representatives, which was, of course, going to be less conclusive, less helpful, frankly, than the initial one, because certain things were removed and kept for later investigation, which is very normal. The suggestion that they
what? But if you already have the throw and you already have like whatever, and you've already done your test with it, if you've already done your test, why not send it over? Why do you have to? You've already did your test. You've already worked on it and you found whatever you wanted to find. Why not send it over? That's what I don't understand.
took things and hid them so the family couldn't find things out. I see no basis for that. And certainly autopsies regularly collect tissue samples and other parts of the body for examination. You have also heard that they know things about the first autopsy.
Yeah. So what I've tried to do is not to increase or worsen a speculative environment.
Okay.
There are things that I know that I think the average person doesn't know.
I think there are things that I know that the average person doesn't know that are
sure.
not points of speculation. One, that they found now, and again, this could cut three different ways. They found evidence of water in tissue and cavities consistent with drowning. However,
but and we just talked about this, bruh. And we just talked about this. We just discussed this, right? We just discussed this. Nolan Wells' mama don't know the cause of death yet. Benjamin Crump came out and says the autopsy, the medical examiner, they have not shared the results of the autopsy with Nolan Wells' own mama. Nolan Wells' own mama, they haven't shared the results of the autopsy with. But somehow, the lawyer for Bart and Chris Cuomo knows the results of the autopsy before Nolan Wells' own mom. Even if you're somebody who believed that Benjamin Crump and we're all race hustlers and race grifters, you don't have a problem with that? That YouTubers know the autopsy results before Nolan Wells' own parents?
the body was also floating in the water and could have collected water. You could shoot me. I fall in the water. I could have water become the equivalent of ingested. Not that often, but it happens. In the stomach, yeah, a little bit. Depends on the condition of the epiglottis. The lungs, more common because there are more entryways that can get to it. The second is, okay, so there was water in there and he was drowned, but he had help drowning. And that the third possibility is that there was water there, but it is not conclusive. I am being told it is consistent with drowning. What that means investigatively is still open to interpretation. You've heard the same.
Yeah, so let me just
told it is consistent with drowning. What that means investigatively is still open to interpretation. You've heard the same.
Yeah, so let me just say this briefly, that it's important to recall that even in the independent autopsy that has been made public, that there were no signs of defensive wounds noted by the pathologist.
Mm-hmm.
There was bruising and a red spot in the back of his head and neck.
There were no contusions noted by the pathologist. There were no lacerations noted by the pathologist. There was no injury to bone noted by the pathologist. And so I just want to say that because I understand you're offering a hypothetical by saying you could be shot and then put in water. I want to be very clear that even the independent autopsy did not have any indications.
There is no suggestion of gross injury. I thank you for the clarification. I do not mean to suggest otherwise. I'm saying that what I have been told, that there is evidence consistent with drowning, doesn't mean that he drowned necessarily, or that the drowning was the cause of death, or the water in there was the cause of death. I'm just being open-minded because that is the most practical way to be. Subject to, I have not seen the report of the first autopsy. The second autopsy, they did find a red spot on the back of the skull, as people should be aware. What is that? It could be several different things. It could be friction. It could be rubbing. Blunt force, probably not, according to the notes as reported on that second autopsy. Could have been from sitting on itself and lividity, the pooling of fluid, blood, etc.
I bet.
But subject to decay and decomposition, which gives you a little bit more of a qualified analysis in the second autopsy, that they didn't see as much tissue availability and be able to analyze it because it had decomposed both before the first autopsy and since the first autopsy, and things had been done to the body in the first autopsy, which made it harder for the second one. That is my understanding.
But where did you get this information from? Because Nolan Wall's mama don't know this information yet. Yo, and it's really a shame, too, that the family is finding out about results of the autopsy from Chris Cuomo on YouTube instead of the medical examiner and the police. Now, there's nothing that I've seen, right, that can confirm that what he's saying is accurate. Like, we got to wait for the actual medical examiner and the actual autopsy results. But if he was given information, my question is who? Who gave him this information about Nolan Wells?
Of it. Also, the headline information,
Okay,
not surprising to me, is that he was there drinking. He was seen drinking. He was known to enjoy drinking, and that's what was going on at Horn Island. You can feel any way you want about it, but it is, as a matter of fact, what the situation was about.
So if Nolan Wells had liquor in his system and he was intoxicated, then shouldn't we be arresting who provided him the liquor?
So the toxicology
He wasn't 21.
early on shows a significant level of blood alcohol, the BAC level, as they call it in the body. You have also heard that. Am I correct, counsel?
I'm going to wait till the pathologist puts out the report, and I'm going to wait till the district attorney puts out the evidence that they have. What I will say,
but safe to say is you cannot contradict me at this point.
What I will say is that I think when all of the evidence is presented, it will be overwhelming, and that it will be overwhelmingly clear from witnesses, forensic evidence, pictures, videos, that what my client has said is true.
But what have your client said? Though? Right? Like, what has your client said? Because, so what I've heard, quote unquote, your client said is, hey, I did not kill Nolan. Here's 20 witnesses who can confirm I didn't kill Nolan. Chris Cuomo is here trying to, again, I don't know how Chris Cuomo got this, but if they believe, right, that if they come out in, let's say, 1 month, right, or 2 months, and they say, hey guys, we have the findings of the Nolan Wells case. And they present the findings and they say, listen, we found blood alcohol in his system. Here. Okay? Okay. Yeah. And we found some water in his tissues. Here. And because we found he drank alcohol and he had water in his tissues, we believe he accidentally drowned. How is that overwhelming evidence?
And so, what I don't want to do, Chris, and I understand that in some ways you're trying to present things that could be exonerating. I don't want to be guilty of the same thing that I'm accusing other people.
I totally get it. You are trying to not be what you oppose, and you're respecting the process. I'm fine with that. I'm just saying, I'm having
this
it
is
both
so messed
ways.
up.
This is what I've heard. I can advance what information is out there, but I am, unlike many people in this space, very wary of context. Knowing that there is water in cavities in the body, I get what it's suggestive. I get that it's consistent. I've seen this many, many, many times. It does not let me know conclusively what led to the water being in the body. That's what I'm saying. Similarly, the the blood alcohol content. Again, I could be drunk as a skunk and you could drown me. So now I have a very high blood level of alcohol, but I also didn't drown from being drunk. So you got to stay open. Very rarely is one piece of information dispositive of an analysis. And I believe that's where we are. And I get that they don't want more information to come out until they're ready to do it and to present it the way they want to. And I cannot question that, but for one thing, counsel, which is, again, outside the wheelhouse of your representation, but relevant to you as an officer of the court and as a citizen of the area. Coming out of the box hot, saying this is tragic, we have the body, we have no proof at this time of any foul play. There was no need to put that last part that way. They could have just said there was nothing obvious in our initial assessment of the body to explain what happened here. We are investigating. I think had they said it that way, this may not have escalated as quickly as it did.
So what I would say is I don't have the statement directly in front of me, but I think the statement was actually much closer to your version than the version that has been framed. My recollection is not that authorities ever came out and said there's just no foul play, point blank, the investigation is over.
They did not say it that way. You're right. They said so we don't have any evidence of foul play at this point. At this point,
but it's an ongoing investigation, right? And
but why would you even suggest there's no foul play? The body has been on. Y'all discovered the body, and an hour later, y'all was already saying we don't think there's foul play. The governor came out and says, "I haven't seen nothing of foul." The governor, the police, they was spreading the agenda and the narrative of there was no foul play. Y'all can't rewrite history. Of course, you guys did. When you come out an hour after discovering the body and says, "Well, listen, man, we have nothing to suggest foul play," and then the governor doubled down on that exact same sentiment, I'm saying, why not discover the body and do your research? Foul play comes from context. If you don't got the context of how the body ended up in the water, how can you say there's no foul play? Or sorry, there's no suggestion of foul play.
I think, that's actually not uncommon in the sense that, like, you're able to examine a body and see that there aren't signs of defensive wounds and things of that nature.
Okay.
I understand your point, which is people interpret it one way. It became a narrative as to, did these folks jump to a conclusion too fast? What I would tell you is this, and I just want to reiterate. I think that people have every right to be skeptical. I think people have every right to have opinions about the quality of an investigation. I would say that a learned opinion would wait to see what the investigation actually uncovered. But people have the right to have those opinions. I think where it gets dangerous is when you presuppose a verdict, when you presuppose that certain people are culpable. So I don't fault any.
But, okay, I'm sick of this lie, bro. Yes, I understand. There may be some people who have came out and says, Bart killed Nolan, Warren killed Nolan, Tristan killed Nolan, Javon killed Nolan. I'm sure there are some people. But the overwhelming majority of people have came out and says that audio is suspicious, them having this phone is suspicious, the circumstances is like suspicious. Everybody must be treated as a suspect until we know the answers. That's what I've heard. That's what I have been seeing. That's what I've been seeing. I haven't been seeing the other stuff, which is, well, listen, man, we don't know. I haven't seen that. I've seen people say they are suspects. Something happened to Nolan. Everybody on that island is a suspect. Stop trying to rewrite history, bruh. I haven't seen myself. I haven't seen Willie D. I haven't seen people say Bart Edmondson killed Nolan Wells. I have not seen that at all. Now, maybe some comments, but I haven't seen that at all.
Anybody for asking hard questions. I do think that we're living in a society, Chris, where it is much easier to let our ADHD or our attention deficit get the better of us because we feel entitled to answers. Like something gets us fired up as citizens, and we immediately feel entitled to answers. His family's entitled to answers. The people in the community are entitled to answers. There should be transparency, but there are a lot of people who view themselves as internet detectives, and their sort of short attention spans are so consuming that instead of waiting for facts, instead of waiting for evidence, instead of waiting for the investigation, they create their own theories, their own facts that are completely baseless. And I think that's dangerous. And candidly, it's not just dangerous to people like my client, it's dangerous to the process. Let's assume in a case that there's actual foul play, whether it's this case or any other case. If you've got 100 theories that have been put out and then debunked, you arguably have created reasonable doubt if the investigators actually believe that there's something and someone to go after. I think that people need to think about this, not in terms of just the damage that they're causing to individuals who are innocent and are being wrongfully accused of stuff. I think they also need to think about it in terms of the damage to the process itself.
Yeah, I think that there's been an erosion.
But the people who have caused the most damage to this process is the sheriffs, is the investigators. They're the ones who have caused the most damage. Yo, if they would have came out and kept their mouth shut and simply said, "Hey, we are investigating. We'll let you guys know when we have answers," there wouldn't be none of this. Benjamin Crump wouldn't be in Ocean Springs. Al Sharpton wouldn't be in Ocean Springs. If the investigators was not so dismissive of the parents, there wouldn't be a need for Benjamin Crump. If the investigators was keeping the parents notified every step, reassuring them, "Hey, we're gonna get answers. We're gonna figure out what happened. We're doing our best right now." If they were reassuring these parents every step of the way, there wouldn't be no need for an investigation. There wouldn't be no need for all this nonsense. Benjamin Crump wouldn't be there right now. But they caused it upon themselves, and now they're trying to rewrite history to say that it's what? It's the parents' fault, the content creators' fault? No, it's the investigators' fault. They were the ones who started this.
And over a long time, I think it's a balancing interest. For instance, I believe that other than some cases involving minors, I think there should be cameras in every courtroom. Why? Because I'm older than you and pretty much everybody watching this right now. But I remember when it was trust but verify. We are not there anymore. As a lawyer, as an officer of the court, as a longtime journalist, we're not there anymore. People don't trust me. They don't trust you. They don't trust these cops. They don't trust anything. And we understand why. Good reason, bad reason, no reason. We are where we are. Okay. Now I believe it's the reverse. You've got to have transparency. You've got to let people into not the investigative process, of course.
Transparency is giving you the results of the autopsy, but then telling Nolan Wall's mama that they can't have it. Process, that's what transparency is.
We have to err on the side of transparency. And now you have a revenue model that is based on speculation. I have no problem with curiosity. I have no problem with people saying, "Oh, this Russ Latino, man, he answers everything like a lawyer. I don't know. I don't know that I trust him." That's okay. That's a fair opinion. Lawyers are a little cagey. You can feel that way about it. And I don't like that Bart isn't speaking from, okay. And I don't know that I believe I heard something. It's all good. It's all fair game. There is a line that no longer exists, which was, yeah, but you're saying something as a matter of fact that is really just an opinion and is based on something that isn't true, that you know isn't true.
Yo, I want to see who they're going to sue, right? Like, I want to see who they're going to sue. Because even like the Kimberly video, right? Or sorry, the Kimberly, even like the Kimberly video, she never said Bart killed Nolan. Like, she just pointed out, bro, they're saying, "Damn it, Bart," on this audio. And we're hearing, from what I can hear, there are people saying he's dead. Oh my God, Nolan, right? I truly want to see who they're going to identify as the person to sue, as the person who's been, right, and on their platform spewing definitive statements. Because so far, I haven't heard anybody, right, like, who for the most part has been like major players in this. I haven't heard them say, that they have seen anything like definitive at this point.
That is now a common consideration. Okay. And it is all over the place. I believe it's actually, believe this or not, Russ, this will be hard for you because this is your world. It's better here than it is in politics. It's better here. You've got a better shot at defending yourself here than you do in politics.
Yeah, and that may very well be true. And also, I could care less if somebody looks at me and says he's a lawyer, so I'm not going to trust him. People can say whatever they want. I care an awful lot about the process being legitimate. I care an awful lot about the things that I think have made this country great. And, we talked about this on your program, but we're celebrating 250 years. And Chris, if I'm honest, I'm worried about whether or not we get another 250.
What?
Because a lot of the bedrock concepts that I think did make this country great. If you're talking about the rule of law, if you're talking about the presumption of innocence, if you're talking about due process, those things are being dramatically eroded by a culture that
wait, Paul, hold on, bro. Hold on. I want to see who he blames
talking about the rule of
for
law,
due process not being here anymore.
Innocence. If you're talking about due process, those things are being dramatically eroded by a culture that wants answers now, or that sees things like this, a tragedy like this, as a game or a form of entertainment or a way to make money. And I just worry about our ability to persist as a culture if adults like you, candidly, don't step up and say, there's got to be nuanced thought. These things have to be based on evidence. We can't jump to these kinds of conclusions and ruin people's lives. I've said this from the get-go before I ever was contacted by anybody about this case as a lawyer, that look, if there was foul play, somebody needs to be held accountable. I just don't think you start with that assumption and then crucify people.
Yes, I do. We differ on this.
I can almost guarantee you that if there's not another 250 years, it's not going to be because of content creators and people online asking whether or not Nolan Wells or anybody, whether or not this Nolan Wells case was a homicide or a drowning. I can almost guarantee you, if there was an end, if we don't have another 250 years, I don't think the biggest violators of no due process are content creators. I think the biggest violators of no due process are prosecutors or local police or local DAs. And I can almost guarantee you the recipient of the consequences of no due process, right, is 100% ain't white folks. I can guarantee you that.
That I believe the way the initial statement they put out, I don't think was worded the right way. I think it could have been done a different way. Now, this is stylistic, yes, but I think it had an emotional
I think it was foul play
on members of the community, specifically the family.
I'm not getting away from that.
Probably a significant number of other black folks. Why? Well, there's another layer to this. I haven't even said the word yet. Mississippi. And you're from there. You take it a certain way. It's personal to you. It's bothersome to you. As someone not from Mississippi, been there many times, covered things that's happened there many times, you have an overlay of, oh, yeah, the black guy. You flip it, and there's one white guy who goes out with a bunch of black guys. Forget it. It'd be all over the place. But now people are wrong to want to know what happened. There's a lot to this that becomes a burden on the system, but also just proof of watching it. The overlay, the cultural overlay of this is Mississippi. If you flip the color ratio, everybody would be taking it seriously. But now everybody's being too sensitive.
Bruh, I hate the tone of even when he discusses this, because what he's discussing is 100% fact. If a white guy went out with all black guys and came back dead, this would be taken a whole lot more seriously, right? But how Chris Cuomo, who, by the way, is supposed to be pretty left-leaning, right? His grandfather or his father is the symbol, right, of the establishment. So Chris Cuomo is talking about this they'll say, listen, if a white guy goes out with black guys, they'll be treated seriously. He's talking about this in this dismissive tone as if that's not just the absolute 100% fact.
That's not fair, especially in this place and with this population. How does that hit you, not as a lawyer, but as a denizen of the community?
So I think you said that some of that narrative would be bothersome to me. I mean, I think there are parts that are bothersome, but maybe not the ones that you would assume. Nobody in Mississippi denies the history of this state. People are very cognizant.
The history?
In fact, we're reminded constantly of the history of this state.
It's
and
the
it's
present.
dark, and we understand the tentacles of that darkness persist today. That there's skepticism today because of that. What I would tell you is that the community that you're talking about in Ocean Springs is a community where you've got people like Nolan and like his friends and like Javon and Trayston who are just friends, and that see each other that way. And so I think to the extent there's been frustration, it's been a lack of recognition that these young guys were actually good buddies. And some of the assumptions that are based in things that happened in the 1950s or 1960s are in fact no longer representative of Mississippi, right? I think that there is a universe in which you can recognize the past, and because of the past, understand why there's skepticism or lack of trust. But the past is not evidence. The past might generate that skepticism, but by
Yo, didn't like a black lady just got like found hanging from a tree? Like I was good. Like didn't a black no? I'm talking about like this week. I'm talking about like this week. Then a black woman just got found. Wait 1 second, man. I'm about to find it real quick. Like this week, I think it just happened. Woman found in Jackson, Mississippi, I believe. Yeah, this week. Look, watch this. Let's read this article. Let's read this article real quick, okay? Okay. A 29-year-old, 1 second, people. A 29-year-old black woman was found dead hanging from a tree behind an abandoned home in Mississippi, and her grief-stricken community is demanding a thorough probe in her death. Tasia Fortune's body was discovered in Jackson on August 3rd. According to the city department, her corpse had been there for 3 to 4 days. 3 to 4 days. Her identity was confirmed by the Hinds County Coroner's Office on Thursday. Authorities have not determined the cause of death and are awaiting autopsy results. So I'm confused, yo. Where is this? Yo, where is this like extreme progress, right? Yo, where is this like extreme progress, all right? That you feel me? Like where, like, yo, where's this like extreme progress that like Mississippi has apparently had that's not being talked about or given credit for? They just found a black woman hanging from a tree. What are you guys talking about? This is some disgusting stuff, man.
the past might generate that skepticism, but by itself is not evidence. And I think you've got to factor in the truth that Mississippi is a state with about 37% of our population that is African American, that there are millions of positive interactions, on a weekly basis between white citizens in Mississippi and black citizens in Mississippi in a way that candidly probably don't exist in states that are more monolithic, that don't have that diversity of population. And so I don't think anybody here is trying to run away from the past. I think what people here would say is you've got to recognize and give some context to the fact that things have changed, that there has been progress. And you also have to recognize that none of these communities are homogenous, right? And I'd say this in a broad way, 360,000 Union soldiers died in the Civil War, right? Schwerner and Goodman were two white kids who died aside Cheney trying to get voting rights in Mississippi, during that period of the Civil Rights era. You've got hundreds of examples of white Southerners.
But who killed them? Who murdered them? Who killed them? Who murdered them? Who killed them good white folks who was standing up for like black rights?
That fought for civil rights. and I shouldn't say hundreds, of thousands, right, that fought for civil rights. And so anytime, like, one, I think it's problematic to suggest that because things happened in the 50s and 60s, that it's emblematic of what's happening today. That's problematic by itself. But it's also problematic to ignore that even in those dark periods, you had an awful lot of white citizens that fought alongside black citizens for civil rights that recognized the inequity or inequality that was occurring in the culture.
Not everything is one way, and it can definitely fuel the suspicion of the moment. Even if there were rampant racism going on right now in Mississippi, doesn't mean that that's what this case is about. And the burden of due process and the belief in due process doesn't change and shouldn't change. I get that there were suspicions about that based on the initial statements about what happened here from the authorities. But that's just one statement, as you suggest, taken a little out of context. I think it could have been worded differently, but that's neither here nor there. The family, as long as they're kept in the loop and treated right by investigators and they're meeting.
But the family have came out and said they're not being kept in the loop, though. Nolan Wall's mom, dad, and Benjamin Crump have says the autopsy results came back and they have not been given the autopsy results. However, Chris Cuomo got the entire autopsy results for his podcast on YouTube. Is this not crazy to y'all?
The standard of giving it to a grand jury, which I get. Some people have a problem with that. I don't know why. If what you want is due process, then they give it to it, even though some will say, well, it's pro forma. They go to the grand jury with everything. Okay, well, they're doing it here. So we'll see what happens with that step. And that is really all that matters, is what happens when that grand jury makes its final assessment.
I think that the idea of submitting this to the grand jury, I think Angel has, the DA here has a protocol where she submits every death that is not a natural cause death, a car wreck, a heart attack, to a grand jury, in part because she wants to be sure that this is a process of integrity. And so I do think a lot of people are probably reading into that. I wouldn't read much into that either direction.
Yeah, look, ordinarily, I started off as one of them. Why? Because a prosecutor is supposed to have a good faith basis for thinking there may be probable cause in going to a grand jury. If you were to have a dispositive finding that this was a drowning or an accident or whatever, then you don't have a good faith belief that there's probable cause. Then I learned that this DA goes with pretty much everything that doesn't scream heart attack or old age home. And I get it, that you're right. It doesn't mean anything one way or the other, but it does mean that the normal process is not being subverted.
Yeah, no, I think she's following the same protocol and treating this case the same way she treats every case.
And, we'll see. They're not.
This is some sick stuff, man. All right, let's go, man. So I want to watch this. All right, perfect. So I want to watch this 20v1. Okay, did y'all watch? Okay, yeah, let's go. I want to watch this 20v1, the Drake 20v1. Have y'all watched it yet? Have y'all watched the Drake 20v1 yet? Here, let's pull up, okay? So apparently, if you guys don't know, okay, so apparently Drake did a 20v1, and during this 20v1, Drake had Adams 22 wife pull up. 1090 Jake, my guy, what's up, my brother? What's up, my guy? So Drake did a 20v1, and Adam 22's wife Lena pulled up for the 20v1. Drake has some moments here. I think like he was barking at some point, like that made him look a little crazy. But let's get to it, man. Drake is now a full-time content creator. It appears.
Okay. I had to get you back. Yeah.
No,
for
seriously,
what?
for my birthday, bro, I can't thank you enough for what you did for me. I mean, last year, first of all.
Jeez, doubles. Yeah.
Double wristed up.
Okay.
But seriously, bro, you know how much I fucking look up to you?
Yeah, I got love for you, bro.
You've been the fucking man. What do you get a guy that has everything? I was just at your crib.
I
You have
love you,
fucking
feminine
Pablo
game. I love
Escobar's
you.
license plate in a fucking museum in your house.
Okay. Fair.
So it's like, I can never get you back. So I got 20 rockets here for you.
Okay, let's see this.
We're going to be playing a game of wife, pipe, bestie.
Okay.
So you're going to wife a chick.
Right.
Okay.
You're going to pipe a chick.
Okay.
And one of the chicks
like
just
on
going to...
camera?
I mean, it doesn't have to be on camera. It can be off camera too.
Okay.
And one of the chicks just going to be your bestie.
Okay. So it's like deciding who's of that quality?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Fuck, that's
100%. It's
That's
gonna
a
be
great.
sick. But
That's
bro,
actually
like,
a great.
I want to help you find love too. I'm trying to find love,
Okay.
but what are you looking for in a girl?
I definitely need somebody that's funny and just gifted at things.
Gifted?
You know? Yeah.
Yo, I don't know how I feel about this outfit choice
They're
from
the
Drake,
top
man.
Okay,
of their
gifted.
class.
Okay, I got it.
I don't know
Something
how
that I can like
feel about
invest
it.
into. Somebody that like does something, like not just like happy to be here. That's it, really. Not too crazy.
Honestly, I want a girl I can just like, honestly, just chill with, slap some Tate McRae, just vibe on some shit.
I love some Tater.
She's got tracks like.
Look what I was listening to on the way in here. OG Tater.
You know that song? My friends hate you, my dog hates you, my dad hates you. I hate you.
I listen to
Bangers.
Tate chopped and screwed.
But yeah, like maybe that. I got a mix because I know you're a soul guy, aren't you? Like you're not all about.
I don't even know what that means.
Like you're not all about
I'm a soul
appearance.
brother?
Like, no, like something people don't know about yours. Like you're like a.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, Drake's ability to transition from, to seemingly transition from white frat boy to mafia mob boss Don Dada is crazy, right? Yo, somebody says watch this in like 1.5 speed. Okay, come on.
a real guy.
Yes.
Like
that is
even all
true.
my boys said, like, yo, you're a real fucking guy. Like
Shout out to Gabe.
you don't judge a book by its cover. The cover's important. Cover's what sells a book.
Yeah, but I also
But
like
at the end of the day, it's like, what's inside the book.
what's
Let's
inside
get to the
book,
first girl,
each
man.
Chapter, does it evolve?
Exactly.
And like I'm into like if the cover's a little weird, I might pick the book up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm ready to meet these girls.
You ready to meet these girls?
Yeah, it's sweet gesture.
You ready to do it?
Yeah, you're a good man.
All right, let's bring out the girls.
Hi,
Hello.
wow, I know you.
How are you?
You know me.
Yeah, you're a rapper. You're from Detroit.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, of course. What's up? How are you? How are you?
Yo, I'll be real, man. Like, my thing is this, yo, all right? Now, I'm a big guy myself, right? I'm a fat boy, right? I'm pretty big. I feel like in certain things, and I think Dave Blunt is really good at this too. Like, Dave Blunt is really great at this. And you'll understand, like, what I mean if you are a big boy, if you're fat, okay? There are certain things where they're gonna bring you to simply for theater. All right? They're gonna bring you for theater. And as a big person, you gotta understand you don't ever wanna be utilized as theater. They're using her for theater, bro. They're using her for theater, bro. All right? There's no chance, there's no circumstance where Drake is picking her for a wife. She understands this. If I'm her, I'm not showing up. What? Why? So y'all could treat me like the slow kid in the class? So y'all can use me for theater and last man? Nah, man, hell, I'm not showing up, bruh.
Oh, yeah, how you feeling? You look nice.
They wrong, man.
Thank you. You do too.
It's
Yeah.
exploitations for
You gotta come
facts.
stand here so they can see you.
Yeah,
so the camera
stand
does
right
that,
over
yeah.
here, miss.
Thank them all.
You got no
Thank
shoes.
them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you
No
from?
shoes, Detroit.
Detroit.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So we're close.
Yeah.
In case we fall in love, we're close.
Man, this
Yeah.
is sad, bro.
Don't you have a man? Huh?
Yeah, I
I
do.
be on your Instagram. Don't you have a man?
Yeah. How you know that?
Because I know everything.
You know me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, you know Drake's here to find love, right?
Okay, look, I can feed you.
Hold on, bro.
Okay.
Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Yo, this economy is different, bro. I ain't gonna lie, yo. This dating economy is different. This current dating economy is different, bro. Even the big girls are hypergamous. Do you understand what this means, bro? Even the big girls are hypergamous. even the big girls is choosing up. Yo, you no longer safe. There used to be a time, I'll say like fresh out of high school, like 2016, 2017, like fresh out of high school, right? You used to be able to find a big girl and she would hold you down. You could wife her up. Now even the big girls got standards. Even the big girls is hypergamous. Even a girl like Dank, what, like 500 pounds, I think? And again, I'm not being funny. She said she's 500 pounds, not me. She said it. Now even her is leaving her man at home to cheat.
Okay, so I could be like your side,
Yeah, we
like
could
your.
be friends. No,
Okay.
none of that.
Okay.
We could be friends.
What's your best dish?
His favorite
Nah, this is crazy,
Which
gang.
is?
sushi.
Okay. I
Some
like sushi.
Pasta.
Pasta, I like
some,
pasta.
You know, whatever you want.
Damn. Okay. So you're like locked in for a bestie.
Yeah, we can be besties.
Okay. And I gotta probably fight your man or something, or.
No, he cool.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dank. We're
Yeah.
gonna get you to step right over this way.
Yeah. We're gonna go on a date later.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
All right.
Yep. Just huddle. Take a huddle over there. Thank you. Wow.
This is my fucking goat.
Sheesh.
Oh.
What's your name?
My name's Plush, y'all.
Plush.
Who picked these girls, bro? What huh?
Here, take a stand. Right
Who?
here.
Plus, I gotta give you a hug.
Who is she?
So, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm kind of nervous. Still. You look sweet right now. Oh, man.
Where are you from?
So, guys, I'm from Western Road. You already know. Grrr.
Thank you so much.
Huh?
Oh, my sweetheart.
Damn. Right.
Wait, hold on. They asked no questions.
Oh, my.
They asked no questions.
Damn. Right this way, Plush. Right this way. Nope. This way. How are you? What's your name?
I'm Sophia.
Sophia.
Hi, Sophia. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm Jake. Nice to meet
Yo,
you.
Drake is a
Where are
nasty
you
guy,
from?
bro.
I'm from the Bay Area, California.
Well, you look fire. I love the fit.
Drake,
I'm looking forward to
you're
talking to
disgusting,
you.
bro.
Thank you so much. All right, contestant number 4.
Drake, you're disgusting, bro.
Wow.
Wow. Hello. What's your name?
Pink.
Literally, I'll call you whatever.
Pink.
Honestly, nice
Okay.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I might need to see a birth certificate. Is that your actual legal name? Or?
Could be, maybe. Gotta find out.
You can't pressure her. You know what I mean? That's just how she wants to
Right.
intro right now.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie though. This little girl, you feel me? She kind of aight.
This is the type of girl you just let her kind of do.
Right. Okay.
This
So your
is
name's
like-
Pink.
This
Actually, you
like,
should say like pink.
She kind of aight.
Like
I ain't gonna
with the
lie.
hip thing.
Yeah,
Or?
yeah, you gotta do the hip thing.
Okay. Yeah. I'll call you Pink. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Where are you from?
I'm from
She
Texas.
got whole BBL.
wow, this is just going so well. This is perfect for me.
Pink from Texas.
Yep.
Okay. What city in Texas?
Austin.
Close
Born
enough.
and
Austin.
raised.
Okay. You listen to Joe Rogan
Drake lives in Austin, right?
for sure, right?
Or Houston?
Only about the aliens. Only about the aliens.
Hey,
You look
Nick, I can't wait to
phenomenal.
see you again.
She got a BBL and wide hips. Okay.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, come
How are
on,
you?
man.
Krista.
Oh,
nice
come
to
on,
meet you.
Drake. Come on, bro.
To meet you. You look beautiful in blue.
Yo, as a Drake fan, first off, I'm gonna say this. I don't like content creator Drake. I don't like it. I feel like Drake is a serious artist. I think Drake should be taking himself more seriously, bruh. Like you'll never see Kendrick Lamar do something like this. And I don't know, maybe this is working in the favor of Drake because he is putting himself in proximity to these streamers. He is ingratiating himself with them. So therefore they would have his back in these conflicts and they have his back. But you have to look at this and then ask yourself, Kendrick Lamar would never do this. It feels like Drake at this point, I think Drake has realized, man, all right, like that mysterious, like bigger than the world type ish is probably not gonna work for him. But still, man, yo, you can still be personable without stooping this low. I think at some point he gets to barking during this interview.
I think that's your color by far.
Or during this 20v1.
Yeah, try. Look forward to
Thank you
talking
so
to
much.
you.
This is more my time.
He's way too famous for this.
How are you? Hi.
Okay.
How are you?
Tony.
Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. You guys obviously
Where are
know each
you
other?
from?
I'm originally from Boston, but I live in Fort Lauderdale.
Nice show.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Anyways, well, why don't you go right this way?
Well, I can't wait to.
And we will. You guys are gonna go on a date later.
Yeah, I'll talk to you more later.
Yeah,
Nice to
That's
meet you,
100% Drake's type, right?
too. Okay. Well, that's a write-off.
Yeah. No.
Is that Drake's type?
Oh, whoa! Wow.
Wow.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
What is what's your name?
My name is Lily Phillips, otherwise
Drake, you
known
are-
as a super slut. But
Not-
today,
like
I'm
nasty word.
rebranding as Drake's wife.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
I love a rebrand. Hi.
Thank you.
Yo, I heard though, again, this might be TMI. I heard that Lily got that fire. Now, I would never attempt it. I would never try it. I would never engage or indulge in her. She has been too many places, if you get my grift, right? But, bruh, I heard personally, she got that fire.
How are you?
Nice
You
to
look
meet
great.
you.
You look tan.
Thank you. I've been on the peptides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trying to get to your
Transparency.
color.
Yeah. Okay, that's. I don't know if we're allowed to say that. But that's,
I've said it.
yeah, it's done already. So, you do.
Yeah. What do you do for
What
work?
did you say? before?
No, not the clappers. When I say she got that fire, I'm saying I've heard she got that fire.
A super slut.
A super
Slot?
super
known as
super
We're
slot.
playing super slots tomorrow
super slots.
Super.
You gamble.
Slots?
on stage.
You gamble.
You're a state gambler.
Like Bonanza?
Kind of similar, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Is that an official job title? Is that
Think
like
of it so. I mean, like people probably know it more as like OnlyFans girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's kind of my title.
Oh, it's
I
the
like
accent.
so.
Oh.
it was the UK? Yeah, the English
Are we getting like?
No,
We need a bit of translation.
It's not slots.
slots. Oh, it's not
It's
slots.
not
It's not slots.
slots.
Okay.
Slots.
Yeah, no. We got
Right.
it's not
You
slots.
got it. We need dictionaries.
Yeah. Oh, well, no pun
Okay.
intended. That's great.
All right. Well,
Lovely to
why don't we
meet
get
you
you
guys.
that? Yeah, we'll
Thank
get
you
you
so
that
much
way.
for having me.
Of
Thank you.
course.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah.
Yes. Crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Wow, I've had this dream before.
Now, I'll be real, man. I think Adam and Lena have made millions of dollars from this. They have made millions of dollars from this stick. Now, I can tell you guys what I told Adam. Like, I can read you guys the messages like verbatim. I told Adam, bro, don't trust Drake. You can't trust Drake. You know why you can't trust Drake? I'll break it down for you guys, okay? Now, Adam has said this on the podcast already. Drake actually told Adam he's a fan of Lena's work in the DMs. I wouldn't be sharing this, okay? I wouldn't be sharing this if Drake hadn't already said it. Sorry, if Adam... Drake told Adam he's a fan of Lena's work in the DMs years ago, about 2 or 3 years ago. Drake personally requested that Lena get there. Drake personally asked for Lena to come to the 20v1. It was Drake's who personally asked. Personally. Drake wanted Lena there so bad. Drake paid for all the assistants to come too. Private. If that man already DM'd you 2-3 years ago telling you he's a fan of your wife's work, and then he personally requested for your wife to get there, I told Adam I wouldn't trust this dude. I don't trust it. Right? But
Yeah, we'll get you that
Thank
way.
you so much for having me.
Of
Thank you.
course.
Yeah, we'll talk. Yeah.
Yes. Crazy.
Wow.
Wow, I've had this dream before. Hi, how are you? What's going on?
oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my
Nothing.
God. Oh, come. Adam.
Hi.
How are you?
Lena.
Nice to finally
Oh,
meet
yeah, I
you.
recognize you.
Hello.
So do I.
How's everyone?
Wow.
That was a weirdly long hug.
I just like that moment. It's been coming.
It's been lingering.
What do you do for work?
I make porn.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Well, we like a confident woman.
And
That's
she's well
passionate
aware
about,
of
yeah.
her job title.
Yeah. Well, you have a husband. Why are you here?
Wait, hold on. Actually, can someone hold this for me?
No.
Yeah.
Car. It's not content, bro. It's not content, bro. This ain't content, bro. This ain't content, bro. This not content, bro. This ain't content, bro. I'll be real with y'all, bro. If I'm Adam, I'm upset. Like I think Adam agreed to 20v1. I don't think Adam agreed to this. Like, I don't think Adam is okay with the wedding ring being thrown on the floor. No, this ain't content. I can almost guarantee. I don't think Adam is okay with the wedding ring being thrown on the floor. Now, to me, I feel like this is OD. Like, this is OD.
Why are you here?
Wait, hold on. Actually, can someone hold this for me?
I can, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Bro.
Okay.
All right. Well,
all right.
Lena, right this way.
Oh,
thank you so much. Right. Yeah.
This is just the intro.
You guys are going to have a date later.
Bye. Wow.
It's kind of hot.
The plug.
Shit.
She's got
right this way.
Nice to meet you.
You are. No,
Yo,
wow.
I'm from Toronto.
If you miss your
I'll give you a hug. Nice
please
to meet
do.
you.
Yes. My goodness.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
We're like halfway through the guest, but I fucking need a shot.
Yeah.
You truly outdone yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Yo, I haven't seen any black girls yet. Now, they said Drake and Cal picked these women. I haven't seen any black women yet. But I interviewed some girl who, by the way, smashed Drake, okay? I interviewed a girl who smashed Drake, okay? I interviewed her. That's a fact, okay? And from this lineup, I can almost guarantee you I know Drake's type. The girl that I interviewed was like 130 pounds. 30 pounds is big for her. She was like 5'1", 118, 15 pounds, blonde hair, blue eyes, pale white. This same girl apparently smashed Austin Rivers too. Drake and Austin Rivers probably got the same type. So when I'm watching this and all I'm seeing is blonde hair, blue eyes, I'll say, yeah, okay, yeah, this is Drake type.
Holy.
Let's go.
To Lena.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry,
it looks like you already have somebody with that big Berkey.
Yeah, you know, Berkey pussy all day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
All
like,
sorts of textures.
It's a snatcher.
Yeah.
What accent is that? Is that Toronto accent?
You already know.
Yo, Toronto got the worst accent, bro, like on earth.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right. Well, why don't you step right this way?
We're having a date.
Yeah.
We're
You're gonna have a date later.
See you later,
All right.
Alligator.
See you later, alligator.
Hello.
In a while, crocodile.
Wow. Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Sick.
Wow.
Lit.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
The Daywalker. Hi.
Hi. How are you?
How are you? Wow.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Chloe Yummy.
Chloe Yummy.
You're Chloe Yummy.
Yeah.
I thought you were AI.
Somebody says the butt fake. Who? A black girl or this girl? Wait, like who butt fake?
No, I'm Chloe Yummy.
Oh.
You thought she was AI?
Yeah, I've seen her page before, but I thought you were AI. I think we were gonna ask her to be in a music video, and then I was like, that's not a real person.
Really?
Yeah, but it's nice to meet you though.
Nice to meet you too.
Honestly,
Yeah.
in 2026, that might be the best compliment you could give someone.
Yeah, that's
like,
right.
I thought you were AI.
No, I'm
Drake just said that to
actually
you.
Flattered. Yeah.
Well, right this way, you're gonna go on a.
Yo, Drake is actually capping or his memory is impeccable, bro. Yo, listen, the only thing this here has proved to me so far, and we're 10 minutes in, Drake is like top corner. Drake knows these women pages like by memory.
date with Drake later.
Sure.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That actually is a sauce line.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were
No, feel
AI.
free to use that.
How are you?
Like all 90 your day sitting on 11 Debbie.
Oh,
And
wow.
I still love it because I'm loving Freddie. Well, that's that summer mink.
Okay, all right.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay.
How you?
Yo, okay, so this is what I'm rooting for. This is what I want to win. This is who I want to be Drake's wife. This is Jordan Lucas. I love
I like your vibe. What's up? What's your name?
Jordan, nice to meet you.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan.
She's natural. Her face is pretty. Natural. Her face card is impeccable. Like, come on, man. Like, come on, bro. She's pretty as hell. Face card impeccable. Bomb personality. She's natural. This who I want for Drake to choose.
I'm gonna let y'all you take this one.
No, she's.
Oh no, you
Where
can
you
take it
from?
on the
Where you
mic.
from?
I'm from California.
Damn,
I
okay.
live in Miami. Where you from?
I'm from right here. I'm from the 6.
I love you here.
Yeah?
The weather is good.
Yeah,
you know.
the vibes are right.
Yeah.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Iceman blue dress.
I wore your favorite color
Ice
today.
girl.
I mean,
Yeah, you look great.
it's meant to be.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go on a date later. We'll see.
100%.
I need more of that energy. Yeah.
Are we
we're
going
gonna-
on a date?
Well, we're gonna sit and we have our little one-on-one.
Kyle, we're going on a date.
Like a little mini one, you know.
I gotta leave. I feel like I shouldn't even have to.
Yeah, right this way.
Nice to meet you. Hi, how are
I
you?
love your outfit.
Thank you so much. I
What's your
appreciate
name?
it. My name's Sophia Muya.
Sophia Muya.
Sophia Muya.
Wow, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan, but I'm currently residing in
How are there so many Detroit
Where are you
girls
currently
here?
residing?
Miami.
Oh, you're in Miami.
She's residing.
It's nice to meet you.
Detroit.
Yo, first off, how did these girls get picked?
Hey,
Detroit.
as long as we go right into
What do
it.
you think?
What do I think? I think.
Bro,
honestly,
Jordan, man.
I try my best.
It's a mosaic. It's an eclectic mix. You know,
You got two black
You can't
girls.
always like really. Sometimes like love and affection and companionship comes in like either like the most likely or the least likely forms. So I'm excited to see kind of like who these women are when they actually have to like have a real
I
conversation.
felt like you had a couple vibes with some chicks.
I had a
Them
I had a
is type-
couple
yeah, might
vibes.
be, yeah,
Are
them
you
would
gonna
be
be
a
here
type-
for the dates?
I don't know.
I'll be around.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right.
Let's speed this up, man.
Hi, Flusher.
Hello.
What's up?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. What's going on?
If you had no money, where would you take your girl on a date in Toronto? If you had no money, so no
breach.
no money spent on the date.
No breach to spend and I have to take my girl out. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably.
Yo, how is this man able to transition between the accents this cold?
Pull up to Casa Loma,
Mm-hmm.
not go inside, just pre from the outside, and then talk about like aspirational things like this could be our crib, you know?
That's cute.
And then I'd probably take you to eat at Jack Astor's. We'd eat, you'd start the car, and then I just peel on the bill and then free meal from Jack Astor's. You get me?
Hey.
So it's like.
I'm
like,
feeling that.
Yeah, like I'm
No
saying
money, you
it's
know
right or
what I'm
die shit. Mm.
I love it.
Is there one Toronto song that I would play that make you get up and walk out of a date?
I'm on the block. I'm counting sticks. I don't know, y'all. I'm a Toronto shorty. There's so much tracks. Shout out to Western Road, Spades, Free Up.
Yeah, free up.
So
free up
many
all the
artists,
time.
yo.
Thank you. We love you. Hi. How are you?
Have a question. Would you be down to open a pack of Magic the Gathering cards?
Would I be down to open Magic the Gathering cards?
Yeah, I got some
I see you.
March of the Machines. I got the collector boosters.
Yeah, I would-
don't know if you want me to grab them or if you want to grab them.
I can take one and then you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take one. I think I'll do this middle one.
All right.
That is in there.
Yep. There you go. Nice.
It's warm too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Wow. Holy.
Sorry.
Wow. Magic flirting is crazy.
Ooh.
Okay.
This enchantment's really pretty though. Are you into role play?
Like
Silly?
silly.
A little silly?
Yeah. I am absolutely. By the way, you can look me dead in my eyes. If you say do it, I would. believe
Okay,
it.
okay. You're saying this, and I'm gonna like test it.
Okay. What do we? Just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
This ain't my goat, dog. Not my goat. Nah, come on. Nah, this is AI. That's AI. Nah, that's AI. Nah, that's
And now I'm gonna like test it.
Okay.
it's FXX.
What do we? Just give me like one.
Would you bark for me?
Nah, this AI.
Good boy.
You You have to give Drake at least a pass here. He just dropped the #1 album. All right. He already gave us amazing music. I think this right here was a part of the see, he already gave us the music. So because he already gave us the music, he now has to do things with Steak. And I think this Steak stuff, he had to make this 20v1 go viral contractually, right? Right? Because like Steak is not giving him all this money. He had to make this thing go viral contractually, okay? So because he had to make it go viral contractually, he had to do things like this, right? He had to, bark a little bit, right? But it's
I know exactly what to do.
You know
here.
what? Never mind.
Okay, we should continue this.
Now you have lube on you. Congratulations.
Oh, well, I've done worse for less, honey.
Nice.
Thank you. You really fit this vibe. So elegant.
Thank you so much. I have this pillow to lift me up so we can be eye to eye.
That's all I want to do is lift you up.
Thank you. That's so
Spiritually.
sweet. Absolutely.
Obviously.
Well, physically too, right?
I mean,
Okay. If you made a song about me,
Mhm.
could we call it Starting from the Bottom Shelf?
that is something only you can say. I was gonna call it Little Birdie, but I mean,
Oh my gosh.
but either way,
Yeah.
man, listen, bro. Let's skip this, man. Let's get to Lena, man. Man, all right, man. Listen, man. Let's get to the Lena portion. Drake, I'll be real, man. Man, listen, man. Let's get to the Lena portion, bro. Wait, no. Let's get to Jordan. I like Jordan. Let's get to Jordan, bro. All these irrelevant characters, I don't care for. Let's get to Jordan, okay?
thank you. You smell like poison ivy.
Let's get to Jordan.
What's up,
I
girl?
don't like hearing you make plans with other women. That shit is irritating as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm over here trying not to.
Drake, this is your bro. Look at her, bro. Look at how beautiful Jordan is. Look at her personality. This is your
Hey,
wife.
jealous,
My
cool,
girl
cool,
walked in.
connected.
Now all them jokes is over.
Yeah, the jokes is done. Ain't shit funny.
She said I didn't see 15 white hoes in this motherfucker. What the
Where's the
fuck?
color?
Wait, hold on, bro. Drake is so amazing. How do Drake flow between these accents like that? Drake started off with the Toronto accent. Now Drake is in Atlanta. Now Drake is now in ATLYN. And all the white hoes around, the cuz, man, shout out to Drake, bruh.
Kyle put it together.
Oh, Kyle, I'm concerned, boo.
You want a vodka soda?
Do I?
Hello.
Where that mouth been?
Huh?
Where that mouth been, Drake?
What do you mean? Singing the songs that the world sings back, baby. What you mean?
Ooh, I know that's right. So the first question would be, what took you so long to run down on me? Like, why are these other bitches here? Like, the jig is up. Because I kind of feel like you did this shit for me. So I'm just saying, it's seeming a little orchestrated around this mother. The walls been...
Nah, don't know each other. Nah, so you guys might not know the lore of Jordan and Drake. So Jordan, I think she had like this. She had a live stream. She live streamed with Ari. And the entire time she was asking Ari and India Love to introduce her to Drake because Drake is like her celebrity crush. She has never met Drake before. They've never had no conversations whatsoever. This is the first time she's meeting Drake.
Start coming down.
Yeah.
What's that about?
No, it's just like, I had to make it look natural.
That's what I was thinking. You don't need too obvious.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm blushing. Okay, so where are we gonna go for our honeymoon?
Oh, our honeymoon.
Yeah.
I want to go. There's a place I want to go in Bodrum.
Bodrum.
Yeah, it's in Turkey.
Okay, so
There's
like
a
the
hotel.
hot air balloons.
Come on, man.
It's like every day I wake up, it's like a skydive. So I don't need to go skydiving. You understand what I'm saying?
Wait, what's rocky about it? You said Scott, like
No, I'm just saying, like it's like life is just life.
every day
right?
some new shit.
Yeah, so it's like I don't need to get in a fast car and drive 200 miles an hour. I like to take life.
I want to live life on the edge with you.
Okay, yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
I just want to go to like Bodrum and just like relax.
Yeah, no, we can do the Bodrum.
You
We
get
can
it
relax.
tan. We drink a lot.
We could do it all.
Right?
A, B, C, D, all the above.
Okay.
My next question
Is
my next question is, what are we gonna name our daughter?
Deshae.
It's over with then, bro. It's done. How is Drake so tapped in? How does Drake know who Deshae is? How is Drake this tapped in into like pop culture? How does Drake know who Deshae is? How is he this tapped in?
Ben, Ben, I'ma whoop your ass. What you been telling this man about me, Ben?
Bro, listen, bro. If Drake knows who Deshae is, then Drake know who I am, right? Right, people, right?
What kind of intel you been giving my nigga? Ben! What do you, I don't know what don't listen to the blog. Can I do a bonus question, everybody?
Yeah.
I can do a bonus question?
Yeah, run it.
It's like, damn.
No, run it. Yeah, shoot in.
Yeah, because it's like, why am I so bored? This is the first day.
Miami's back.
Mhm.
You're waiting for me, right?
Man, where Lena at, man? Let's get to Lena, man. Wait, did we already skip Lena? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is Lena right here. Cool.
Indoor, outdoor.
That's right.
Oh.
God forbid. Let me get all this other stuff from these girls out of here.
Have you
Yeah.
seen my stuff?
Have I seen your stuff?
Yeah. Do you have any pointers for me?
Wait. Hold on, Cole. What was that thing she just did with? Wait. Hold on. What was that thing she just did?
Yeah.
What was that thing that she just did? Watch the tongue. 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 Oh my God. Oh my God, cuh. I ain't gonna lie, Adam. This a DP.
These girls out of here.
Have you seen my stuff?
Have I seen your stuff?
Yeah. Do you have any pointers for me?
I actually have never watched, to be honest with you. I haven't watched.
Bro, he literally DM'd Adam that he's a fan of the work.
I only see like aftermath photos.
Oh. Okay. He's in the Reddit, guys.
Yeah. Okay, and this means what I think?
Whatever you want.
I keep this?
Yeah, it's yours.
Thanks.
Cash it in. Whenever you want.
Cash it in, okay.
Whenever you want.
All right, I look forward to it.
Bro.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, okay, how are you?
I'm good.
Take a
I'm
seat.
just trying to.
Is this a fake Birkin? Okay, so who did he choose? Okay, so let me see real quick. Who did he choose? Okay, come on.
Jordan.
Okay. Ladies, how are we doing,
Who did
ladies?
he choose?
Please
Come
stand
on.
right there.
Wait, Paul, why he choose them?
Okay.
Oh, I got
We're gonna need you right there. I'm
so
sorry.
It's
Yeah.
okay, no apologies.
All right, ladies, you guys are our final three. Drake obviously developed a serious connection with all three of you ladies. Different reasons, very different, but
Okay.
obviously you guys all made a very strong impact.
Now, okay, so here's my guess. Okay, here's my guess. All right. I think he wifes up Jordan, right? What is wife, pipe, right? Is what? Wife, pipe, and bestie, right? So, okay, so I think he wifes up Jordan, pipes Lena, and then makes his golf chick his bestie.
We talked about it.
Absolutely.
We're reinventing fuck, marry, kill. That's done with. It's now wife, pipe, bestie. Okay, so one of you is getting wifed, one of you is getting piped, and one of you is a bestie.
It's more about what I'd like to do for all three of you, other than wife, pipe, and be a friend. So I'd like to give you all something individually.
Okay.
So I guess I'll start with Bestie.
Start with Bestie.
Okay. Jordan.
Oh my God!
I
What?
really-
To the side.
Don't play with me.
Don't worry, it plays to be a bestie.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious right now?
No, I really.
Chemistry we share.
Yeah, I know. I really feel
Why
like
would you not choose her?
your character is the best character, and I think all great relationships start with friendships. So
I can agree with that.
if I had to,
Sorry, you're leading these ladies on.
no, but
Yes, you is. You
if I had to categorize our connection, I would say bestie.
Or marriage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know where it could go, but I would say
You
bestie.
didn't want to hurt their feelings.
Can you just go here so I can
Yeah,
look at you?
please.
Because I want to look you in the eyes.
We're part of a union, so we need you to.
Oh, my bad.
A lot of regulations.
So for my bestie, obviously, I want to treat my bestie the best.
Come on, bro.
So
Nah,
from me to
Drake.
you,
Nah, man.
I like to give you a Birkin and 25 bands for my bestie, just so that my new bestie,
Yes.
we just met.
Bestie.
Right.
The best
Yeah.
friend.
So
Yes.
that's from
That's
me
a
to
great
you.
friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah, see, being a bestie is not that bad,
It's
right?
not that
It's a
bad
great
at
best
all. Okay.
Okay.
So where's that?
Okay.
Let's proceed to pipe.
Obviously, I'll draw reference to this paper one more time. Lena, I mean, you're incredible. Yeah, it's
Certified.
legit. Yeah,
Swear.
it's legit.
Legal document.
With that being said, I'd also like to give you 25 bands, but on top of that, I'm gonna send you anywhere you want to go in the world, all expenses paid. And if you want to invite me,
Let's do
if you want to invite me,
Definitely invited.
okay, all right. Well, if you want to invite me, you can. But if it's with somebody else, I understand. So that's from me to you.
like her husband.
And for my wife,
Damn.
yeah, I just feel like,
Am I tight?
yeah, I think it's more than that. It's like you're just like intriguing and from Texas, and you have fangs, and I just feel like I could like learn new things, and I feel like we're like
a lot of things,
okay. Well, we're like opposites, but I feel like opposites attract.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I hug you?
Yeah.
I think we're married now.
Yeah, I know. It's so sweet.
Hi, I'll break that shit up.
And for my wife, the one thing I would do would be anything you want. So you just get
What?
to pick one thing, anything in the world, and I'll buy it for you.
What? Oh, okay. I got the play now. I understand the play now. I understand the play now. I understand it, okay? Drake did not choose Jordan or Lena because he understands with that request what he's getting himself into. Drake knows not to ask Jordan, hey, I'm gonna buy you anything in the world you pick. Man, he knows. He knows not to ask her that, right? He know. Man, listen, man, she's picking a private jet. She's picking a $20 million crib in Beverly Hills. She's picking a $10 million, man, listen, man, he knows not to do that with Jordan. She's picking a $10 million watch off the rip. Lena is also rich. He knows not to do that with Lena, but Lena would know what to ask for, right? Lena knows she's a multi-millionaire. She's picking something like 20 M's that we ain't never heard of, man. Goat cow skin or something, man. That's $20 million. So Drake picked the girl that he believes got the least money, and really wouldn't know what to ask for. So he picked the golf chick. And she's probably about to ask for like I don't know, bro, like a new car or some nonsense like that. Bruh, I'm listening to it and thinking y'all can hear it, but y'all can't. Sorry, come on.
Wait, are you being serious?
Yeah. You don't have to decide right now, but
If I would you buy my mom a house?
Oh, come on,
yeah.
bro.
I'd love to.
Wait.
Come on, man. Which I'll be real, that right there to me is a reasonable ask. Hey, can you buy my mama a house? That's straight. That's cool. That's better than most people would. That's fair. That is fair. Right? That is fair. Now, he would have asked Jordan that, man. Jordan would have asked for a $20 million Richard Millie, man. All right. All right. So he asked the right one. Drake about to buy, Drake about to buy the mom a crib, a little $300,000, $400,000 house in the middle of the suburbs. All right. In the middle of the suburbs, man. That's straight. All right, man. Shout out to Drake, man. That's good. Yo, did y'all see, before, did y'all see this stuff that No Jumper just posted? All right, did y'all see this? Here, let me show y'all real quick. Did y'all see this? Y'all probably ain't see it. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What? Hold on, bro. What's going on at No Jump? What? Hold on, bro. I just seen that Whack and Luscious beefing. Okay, we'll get to that. We will get to that. But did y'all see? So apparently, so No Jumper employee slash ex-employee. Okay, so one of the No Jumper employees, Jaleese, she apparently pulled up on Yaya Mayweather for a fade. Now, you got to be brave to pull up on Floyd Mayweather's daughter for a fight, because you would think that Floyd Mayweather, from my perspective, would teach his daughter how to squabble. Like, I would think that anybody, like the sons, the daughters, everybody would have impeccable hands. But she pulled up on Yaya to fight with, I guess, no worries in the world that Yaya had a squabble. Like, she didn't care, like, at all. Now, apparently they said they're fighting over NBA Youngboy. I'm confused, because what business do Jaleese have with NBA Youngboy that she would want to fight Yaya Mayweather over? I don't think Jaleese and Youngboy know each other, right? Oh my God, we can't show this. Why they fighting?
Because I want to. Because I want to. Because I want to. Because I want to. I fight. No, y'all want to be messy because it's Jaleese. Y'all messy because it's Jaleese. Y'all messy because it's Jaleese.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, listen, man. As a female, you don't want no problems with her, man. Listen, a woman like this got impeccable squad. I've never seen in my life a woman built like this lose a fight. I've never seen in my life a woman like this lose a squabble in a fight. I've never seen it ever in life. So if that's who Jaleese got riding for her, it's clipped. Is this a Lamborghini Urus? Oh my, bro, why? Hold on, okay. Why are you in a Lamborghini Urus as Mayweather daughter without security? Now they jump in the front. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now they jump in the, nah, man. Nah, bro, this is bullying, man. Yo, and why the men just there like doing nothing? This is the last time Floyd allows Yaya to come outside without security. Why is the men just there, just standing around, allowing the girls to get beat up? I'll be real, yo. Listen, man. Shout out to Jaleese and shout out to that beautiful young woman that's with Jaleese. if a girl like that attacked a woman that I'm with, you got to defend your woman, bruh. A woman like that is, she's a lethal weapon. Bruh. Oh my God. Yo, why they tripping? And also, why not just get in the car? Hold on, I'm so confused. Why not get in the car and lock the doors? Who's driving? Yaya is in the, wait, hold on, bro. Yaya is in the driver's seat. Why not get in the car, close the door, and drive off? What's going on? Oh, nah, man, we can't show that on YouTube, man. You guys could get in the car and leave. Yeah, it's Vegas. You guys can get in the car and leave. Hey, listen, bro. I'll be real, bro. A 6 foot, 270-pound woman cannot attack my woman, bro. Right? I am either gonna guard my woman or push that woman off. Like, yo, chill. Listen, a 6 foot, 270-pound woman is not about to attack my woman. Not happening. Because most women I date are like 5 feet. Like 140, 150. But why not drive off? Oh my God, I can't show that. Man, bro, Yaya getting the beats. Yaya is getting the beats. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yo, this Yaya Mayweather, me and Yaya Mayweather just fought, and she slapped me, and then this is what happened. So it was self-defense. So whatever she told the police, she lying, y'all.
I ain't gonna lie, Jalise. I love you, Jalise. But nothing about that was self-defense. Nothing about that is self-defense, Jalise. I'll be real. Nothing about that is self-defense, Jalise. That right there, hey, bro, Jalise, I'll be real with you, sis. You going to jail. Like, and it's all love. You know I love you, Jalise, but you going to jail. Floyd Mayweather, yo, bro, Las Vegas PD, LVPD, whatever, yo, Jalise, they're about to get you by tomorrow. You are going to jail. You did the crime on camera and posted it. I just put up in that. We can play this. And you posted more evidence? Oh my God. Why would you post more evidence? Yo, pause, bro. Yo, do Jalise understand that she's attacking? Well, like Floyd ain't no billionaire no more. Yo, Jalise, do you understand, Jalise? Yo, you are attacking somebody who is rich as hell. Floyd has his money issues. Understand, okay? Floyd has his money issues. Understood, okay? Understood. Floyd has his money issues. Understood. But do Jalise understand that they're still extremely wealthy? She's still driving a Urus? Yaya can afford to press charges on you and have it stick. Yaya can afford to sue you and have it stick. Yaya can afford to literally bankrupt you, sue you to oblivion. Why would you do something like this, Jalise? I don't understand. Why? It's like she's bragging. Nah, tell me you, hold on, Jalise. Tell me you ain't do a post-fight press conference admitting to it all. Okay, come on, Jalise.
Bro, we see Yaya on the internet all the time. She starts everything. She brought up my interview. She said that I brought her up in her interview. I said, what interview did I bring you up in? She talking about me and A Betty. Mind you, she never got brought up in me and A Betty interview. So I'm like, blood, what did I say? Come on. I said, so what did I say? She said, this is like me talking about a girl with a bun and a big forehead. I said, yeah. I just kept saying yeah because I'm like, my body language was telling it all. I really wanted to get on her. You feel me? But I'm like, okay, she got her little peoples with her. I'm outnumbered. I can't do too much. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit on it. And I sat on it. And it don't matter how y'all try to paint it out, but she really kicked it off first. So talk about that.
Jalise, I love you, Jalise. Somebody saying you got a big forehead is not self-defense.
Don't act like I did anything. She talked too much, bro.
Jail. This is jail. Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this, man? Okay? Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. What do you guys think about this, okay? What do y'all think about this, okay? Is Jalise going to jail? People, let me know, man. All right, this is bad, man. Listen, man, we're going to... Boy, Jalise, bro, I'm going to call you, man. This is jail. We're going to stop it here. All right, we're doing a live stream tomorrow. Tap in tomorrow. We're going to be going live again tomorrow. We're going live every day, okay? But before we end it, man, let's just go through the fan funding real quick. Let's go through the super chats. I love y'all, man. Thanks y'all for showing love, man. Let's go to super chats real quick and see what's going on. Let's go to the super chats real quick and see what's going on. Come on. All right. Let's go to the super chat and see what's going on. 1 second. Okay. Let's go to the super chats, man. Shout out to everybody involved. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Man, Jake Tarantino says, every minute you late, you should gift a sub. I'm going to try that the next live stream, okay? Milan says, much love from the DR. Shout out to you. AOCS says, good morning, Shout out to you, man. I appreciate you, Sia. Feminine Game says, I just want to say that I love every single black man on his live stream. Always remember that you are the best man ever created. Thank you for your great content, Flacco. Man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Feminine Game, bro. I really appreciate it, man. Workman status, look at the timestamps. The call came in at 4 p.m., but the boat GPS says the boat left at 4:31. If the boat was towed 3 miles, GPS should show it. That's a fact. I'm going to look deeper into that. Man, shout out, right, to Feminine Game, man. And she says, dear all black men and women, never let anyone convince you that Flacco is not for his black people, because Flacco is very honest and genuine person, and he never picks sides in any of his content. Flacco is for us, so please support him. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, Feminine. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, man. All right. Thank you so much, man. You feel me? Hey, you feel me? Listen, man, we live, we learn. You feel me? Shout out to Deluxe Combo. He says, damn it, Bart, man. They avoided damn it, Bart, the entire stuff. So Feminine Game says, that lawyer seems to be under a lot of stress and worry, as if he knows the truth and do not agree with it. And at some point, he will give in and be removed from this case. Mark my words. Nah, that's a fact. Tim the Barber says, her page was not deleted. It's Kimbra Lee. Oh, okay, got you. I'm checking it out. Deluxe Combo says, isn't News Nation right-wing? Are they? Because they interviewed, Chris Cuomo is on News Nation, and he's not right-wing, right? J-Rock says, Dr. Umar was cooking on Art of the Dialogue. Let's see if they try to sue him. He should be on Crumb Team. That's the fact. Drakey says, what's up, Tubby? What you doing? I'm doing fine, man. Thanks for asking, brother. J-Rock says, Trey Reed hung on Mississippi College campus. Trey Reed, nah, that's, hey, bro. Bro, Mississippi has a lot, man. He has a lot, man. They got a lot going on, man. Folks, shout out to y'all, man. Listen, man, I got a few videos I got to drop, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. More content coming soon, okay? So we dropping like 5 videos today, okay? So tap into those videos. I'm out of here.